Hello, hello. Okay, let me get this set up. Hello, hello. Hi, Corners. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Just quickly setting everything up. No worries, Noah. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a good day. Let me pop this around. Hopefully I've got that set up there, okay? Kayla, hi. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Hello, hello. Sensei, the last one was shiny? I wish. This will be the first check of the stream, so let's see how we go. Good to see you, though. I hope you're doing well today. We are continuing the hunt for shiny Uxie today. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. We're gonna hit 8,000 if we don't get it. If we don't get it soon. So this is definitely gonna be interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. But how is everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing well today. Fingers crossed. Let me quickly actually pop. You know what I didn't do? I didn't look at shiny Uxie before the stream. We need to have this thing inside and in mind, all right? So we can manifest it. Hi, Shiny Hunter Mario. Good to see you. Hello, hello. I'm good. I phased while hunting my badge quest member. Did you? Who did you get? Snorlax, hello. Good to see you. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody is doing really well today. I will admit I have my big cup of water right now. I didn't bring a can with me of Pepsi Max, but I may go get one a little bit later. But I don't need one just yet. I was like, I don't really want to bring a can in and then it gets warm before I want to drink it. So at some point, if we have an intermission, Pepsi Max will be added to the equation. We'll see. Sparkles in 5? You think so? Oh, who knows? It would have been crazy to get it first check. I agree. That would have been nuts. I would not have been prepared. Actually, also, I know that, oh my goodness, when Angel Lover gets here, I'm going to be trading with them to get a Master Ball. So if we do encounter this thing, we should be covered, which will be nice. Which will be good, which will definitely be good. I found out I can't get the Minecraft Platinum Trophy. Really? Why's that? The Wooler, that's right. Oh, you got Wooler. That's awesome. Well done. Captain Pikachu, hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am. I hope you're doing well as well. How are you? Hello, hello. I was thinking about it, Jordan. I had a break yesterday and I decided to do the short. I was like, I need to post the shorts. I've been getting ready and I just keep putting it off because I've been streaming. But I decided to resume the hunt today because we're so close to 8,000. Once we hit 8,000, I'll be like, okay, cool. We can do it. We'll do a shield stream. But I just was feeling the checks for this thing. So why not go for it, to be honest? Hi, Louie. Good to see you. Hello, hello. So, who started the bidding war back up after I left? Kronos. I believe it was Chili. I think Chili came back, and then Chili and Cat were going for it. It was funny. It was really funny. No, that's right. We got the little go emote. It's so cute. I love how many people have already been using it since I've added it. That makes me really happy. I really like that actually. The little Wooloo emote. I don't have PlayStation Plus, so I can't get the diamonds to you trophy. Oh, that's so sad. You can never have a break from me. I know. I'm like, sometimes I do get to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to take a break from this thing. I do, but like right now I'm feeling pretty motivated with this hunt, to be honest. I have a feeling if I don't get it in the 7,000s, which was my call, which it doesn't look like is going to happen, but who knows? I don't know. I feel like December maybe is just the month we're going to get it in. I don't know. I'm going to run with it while I'm feeling motivated because as you guys know, sometimes with some of these longer hunts, I do burn out a little bit and then I'll take a break and come back to them. So might as well just keep going, right? Hi, Larry. Good to see you. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Speaking of that, please, Jordan, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, gosh. I'm very appreciative of all the support. I'm doing really good still, going for my Alpha Heracross, 2,084 encounters, and so I'm preparing for a really long hunt. Oh, goodness. I wish you luck. I wish you a lot of luck. I feel like my luck with Alphas is always so... it's rough, to be honest. I feel like, especially if I'm going for like one of the strong spawn Alpha Pokemon, then it's definitely going to be a little bit on the rough side, but I wish you luck. Most people would have gave up by now, but I'm in the same boat as you with stubbornness. Like I'm 8,000 checks in, I'm getting this shiny. That's right, Louie. That's right. I'm so committed at this point. Like, I don't think there's been too many hunts that I've been like, nope, I'm giving up and I'll never return to this. I don't do that, but there are certain hunts that like I didn't get done by the time the next title came out and I kind of left. Like Poipole. Poipole's one that I had that I never finished before I was making YouTube videos, but then the next gen games came out and I kind of never finished it, but I do want to at some point for sure. Glad to hear my mantle was taken back up. Of course, Kratos, of course. Hi, Joel. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And oh my gosh, 17 months of support. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate that and good to see you. No need to apologize. I hope that you have been well. It's lovely to see you in the stream again. Thank you. Oh, hi, Rudy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will take all the luck that I can get. Which Assassin's Creed game should I platinum first? Origins or Odyssey? Maybe Origins. Why not? Just because saying Origins reminds me of the Black Ops 2 map. Zombies map. Doing good. I had to stop my Amora hunt because the game kept crashing for some reason. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, I hate when that happens. I feel like, I'll be honest, I've had pretty good luck with Sword and Shield not crashing too often. Occasionally, my Shining Pearl has, you know, it's done that here and there. It has, but it's not been anything too bad. Thankfully, not yet touch wood during a shiny hunt, but it does make me a little bit scared when, you know, a game does crash. Because like I said, it does happen pretty rarely, but when it does, it's a little spooky. Oh, hi, Zia. Good to see you. I hope work's going well. Hello. Mad, busy, and tired, and and tired some more. How are you? Oh, that sucks. I hope you've been able to get a little bit of rest, or you will over Christmas holidays coming up. And I'm doing not too bad, thank you. I feel the tired. I feel the tiredness that you're talking about. I don't know. I've been having like that thing where like I go through the sleep schedule of like I nap and then I'm awake for a bit and then I nap, but I can never seem to have a big long sleep. So I feel that for sure. But I've been busy, which has been good. I'm not mad about it, but yeah, I can't complain. Wish I could stay longer, but I have to go to school. Oh no, that's so sad. I hope you have a good day at school, but it was good to see you, even if only for a little bit during the stream. You physically feeling better? I feel like physically, yes. The only thing I can really say, occasionally, like I said, I get that headache, migraine thing or whatever that is that comes and goes. At the moment, it's all right. Like it's not it's not as bad as it was the other day. Just tired, you know, just tired. That happens though. That's nothing new. But I can't complain. I hope you're doing well. Odyssey is going to take so long because I have to complete every underwater area in the game. At least I don't have to complete every area in the game. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to go ahead and start with Odyssey and get the big one out of the way first, you can do that. But I was just like, oh, Origins I think was the call, but up to you. I did manage to find a winter theme shiny earlier today in Scarlet. Did you, Larry? Who did you get? Who was it? I've actually, I was editing today, which was kind of, it was good. It was good. I've not finished the big compilation I'm going to do at the end of the year. I haven't started that yet because I had a couple other videos to edit instead. But I did get a lot done, which was really good. I can't complain at all. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I'll be able to get that done this week. I'm hoping to get most of that done and ready. Hopefully before I get the stuff for the 3DS sorted. But we shall see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Bidding wars probably don't help with your building fatigue. No, you're okay. I honestly was fine. I ended up staying up a little bit after that and having some food and that. I had a little bit of a nap and everything, so yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the support, to be totally honest. Like I said, I can call it for the most part when I'm like, okay, I think I'm at a point where I've got to hop off, you know? So it's all right. But I appreciate that very, very much. And I appreciate all the support, especially in the last stream. I was very appreciative of that. All I can say, it's a round boy because I made the encounter into a short. Oh, did you? Nice, Larry. That's awesome. Zia, thank you so much. Oh, that is so lovely. Thank you, Zia, for the 27 Viking doubloons. I just love saying that. I love that so much. Have some shiny luck. Got to get back to work. Oh, thank you, Zia. That is so sweet. I really appreciate that. And I hope you're having a good shift at work. I hope it goes well. And thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to get the sparkles today, but who knows with this thing at this point? Like I don't even know. So thank you. And the curry user Steve gifting a membership. Thank you so much, Steve. I really do appreciate that. Elliot, welcome to the memberships. You get access to all the cool emotes, the members only Discord channel, should you want to join that. And you get a cute bow next to your name. Thank you very much, Steve. That is so sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Since it's December, I made a series on the Saints Row 4 Christmas DLC. I just regret doing it now, not closer to the 25th. I mean, there's other Christmassy stuff you can do between now and December. I wouldn't feel bad about that, you know? I still think it'll be a good watch. It's begun. It has, Steve. It has. Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Ooh, Swinub's a good pick. Hi, Angel. Good to see you. How are you today? Did you rest well? I'm at work. I'm off in around 3 hours. Oh, nice. Sounds good. And I hope work is going well. And yes, I did rest well, actually. I did. I did a little bit of editing and stuff. It's so weird to explain like my sleep schedule with like yesterday and that. But when I posted the short yesterday, I spent most of the day like editing, and I did actually catch up on a little bit of sleep, which was very much so needed. I'm still tired, but I feel like I'm kind of always tired, to be honest. I keep myself very busy, but I prefer it to be that way, so I will not complain. I hope work is going well, though. Hi, Ben. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah, I was contemplating whether or not I should start the stream a little bit later or a little bit earlier, but I actually was feeling like, you know what? I got a good amount of energy. Why not start a little bit earlier than what I have been? So, you know, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like it when I'm actually not feeling like I say I feel tired, but I don't know if I feel like this will make sense. There's like tired where you're just like, okay, I'm a little bit like, you know, I could sit down, I could take it easy. And then there's tired where it's like I am not able to function. I'm just the kind of tired where I'm like, okay, sitting down feels nice, because sometimes I'm up and running around a lot as well. Especially because I told you guys the past couple of weeks have been so flat out with other stuff, like a lot of errands, a lot of like medical appointments and things like that. Just all the chaos, everything hitting all at once. It's like I'll have a season where there's like nothing going on, and then all of a sudden it's like everything happens in the span of like a 3-week period. I'm like, what is going on? But I think I should be kind of settling down on that stuff now, which is really, really nice. And hopefully, you know, a lot of things won't be going on because Christmas, a lot of stuff is shut. So, you know, for the most part, should hopefully be hopefully slowing down a little bit, which will be really, really nice. I'm getting Uxie today. Uxie, no, you ain't. I know. We'll see what it decides to do today. I'm nervous. I wonder if we're gonna go officially into the 8,000s for it. I could totally see that happening at this point. We are very close. It would be funny if it was 7,999 that we got it, and then technically my guess would have been correct, which would have been quite cool. But I suppose we shall see. I have so many games to beat The Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey, One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, Dragon Age Inquisition, and Resident Evil 1. Dang, you had a good lineup though. That'll be fun. Those are some good titles. Enjoy them for what they are. Buttercup, it's me, Mitz, on my alt. I've just woke up. What the flippity? Hi, it's good to see you. I don't know if you want me to still call you Mitz, if you want me to call you Builder. I don't know what you would prefer. But I hope you're doing well. All I have to say is, did you finish those errands? I did. I've pretty much done everything that I needed to do. Like, I still have to do editing stuff, but that's like not a problem at all. Like I said, I go through periods where I really, really enjoy editing, and I'm kind of in that right now. So it's good. I like it. Sometimes I feel like I'm like, oh man, I really struggle because I'm sometimes think I want to change stuff up a little bit, and then I don't know how, and I can't quite get what I want to get out onto like the actual final product. And other times I'm like, you know what? I like what I'm doing. This is good. Good flow. Everything comes together nicely. So I feel like I'm in that little bit of an era right now, which is good. I'm going to appreciate that while I have it. 8001. Could you imagine, Kronos? It would do that to me just because. Good work on getting some sleep. Work is slow after a lot of stress. Oh no, that sucks. I hope the stress kind of dissipates. I hope it does. Had some important things finished today. That made me have headaches. That's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that they're done though, if they are like finished, but it's not fun when you're kind of in that stressful period of like, I need to get this done, deadlines, everything. I can imagine, but I'm glad to hear that it's all getting finished up, which is good. Make sure to take it easy and take care of yourself. I only have 2 achievements for Stardew Valley. Sadly, they're the worst ones. Oh, before I get the platinum, is it like catching all of the fish in that? Is it that one? Because I want to get all the achievements in Stardew Valley as well on my main save that I have on my my main account. I want to do that at some point, but I gotta wait for when my my annual Stardew Valley fever sets in, and then I just want to play Stardew Valley for like 2 weeks straight. I do that with a lot of games actually. Before I get the platinum. Yeah. We have to get the shiny legendary today. I hope we can. I would love to get the sparkles today. That would be amazing. To actually be able to wrap up this hunt today would be huge. Gonna be honest. Because that would be so perfect in the timing of everything that I want to get done for the rest of December. At this point, I'm not too worried. Like, I was a little stressed that I wasn't going to be able to fit everything in that I wanted to do this month, because I was going to try really hard to get the shiny this month, and also, you know, finish up the Shield playthrough, do some of those Minecraft streams, do a couple other things I've been wanting to do, and then post all the videos I want to post. It feels like there's not enough days this month. But I was like, worst case scenario, if some of these things don't work out, we can always do them next month. It's just, it would have been nice to tie it all in a neat bow for the end of the year. That's kind of what I was hoping to do, but listen, if it doesn't work out that way, it's okay. Aw, thank you, Moody. But I got 2 shiny doubles. Oh, duplicates yesterday after only like 2 hours of resetting. Well done. That's awesome. Very, very nice. Congratulations. Good shinies. Can't lie. The goat emote. I love the goat emote. It's so good. It's the journey of the Prairie King trophies. Oh, okay. I don't know what they actually need to be completed. I need to re-look over the achievements for Stardew because I can't remember them all off the top of my head. I know that there are certain ones for like, you know, your actual friendship to the village, not the villagers, the townsfolk. And then also, I think, don't you technically need to do 2 playthroughs because there's an achievement for restoring Jojo Mart, and then, which I didn't do. I haven't done that. I haven't played through choosing to restore Jojo Mart because I like to have the Junimos in the town center. I prefer that version of the game, but I guess I might have to do that. We will see. We'll see how it plays out. Mark, hi. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You think you're going to try and start Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon stream this month or make it a New Year's stream? Ooh, that's a really good question. I would like to start it this month, if I'm being totally honest with you. I would really like to. If everything goes to plan, then I would probably like to start it. But I don't know. I guess it'll just sort of, we'll see how things pan out. Because I guess I should probably check in with you guys as well. Do you want me to be kind of rotating between Shiny Uxie and the Ultra Moon playthrough? Because it'll be like also, I'll be shiny hunting the starter, Rowlet, for that playthrough. So it'll basically be 2 different series of shiny hunts going on. I don't know if we should wait and start that after this. I was thinking about starting it while doing this because I don't know how long this hunt is going to end up taking me, but I guess we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not super firm, but I was thinking maybe this month starting it. Yeah, I did the Jojo Mart on my main file because I did the community center on my first file. Nice, nice. Hi, Bagel. Oh, good to see you. And I am, thank you. How are you? I hope you're having a good one. Hi, Overlord. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? My friend brings me my diamond tomorrow. Also, I can start the hunt on Suicune this weekend. I hope it's faster than the overgrown black lizard. Fingers crossed it is, Angel. I hope so. I really, really do. I'm sure you'll be fine. I feel like there's got to be just a bunch of luck just lurking around the corner, and we're all just going to get a bunch of like really great shinies soon. I feel like it's going to happen. To be fair, and this is me, you know, because I've got to acknowledge it. I feel that my luck in Sword and Shield has been genuinely quite good. It's this hunt that's the one that's causing me grief at the moment, if I'm being honest. So, you know, it's RNG. It's the shiny luck. It's the way it goes. Some hunts are luckier than others, and I totally know that. Especially if it's a gold shiny, then at this point, it is expected that it is going to go over odds, and significantly so. I mean, we're definitely hitting double odds today, which is going to be fun to say, but, you know, if it wants to prove me wrong and sparkle before technically we hit that, that would be great too. Poplio and Rowlet, yeah, they are super cute. I'm doing good myself, just relaxing on my bed. Oh, nice. That sounds very cozy. In my opinion, it's however you want to do it. Gonna enjoy your content no matter what you're doing. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Kronos. That's so sweet. Yeah, I mean, gosh. In my mind, I was like, as soon as I can get it started to record, I'll start doing the playthrough. But then I'm like, will I be putting this hunt on hold too much? I don't know. It could be a good idea to start it for the new year, like new year, new hunt. And then that would give me enough time to hopefully get a bunch of streams for Shiny Uxie going. Just focus on that primarily this month for the most part. And then, you know, we can kind of hopefully we get it this month, get it done, get it sorted, and then kind of start with a clean slate going into 2025. That would be awesome. But this thing might not sparkle before the end of the month. It really depends how much time we put into it. So we'll see, but I really appreciate you saying that. Doing good. My throat and stomach are feeling a little bit iffy, but who couldn't be good in the good morning when walking home from class while watching the most wholesome streamer. Oh, that's lovely. I appreciate that. I hope you feel better soon, though. I feel like there's a bit of a sickness thing going around here at the moment as well. So, take care of yourself, and I hope you feel better soon. Grant, 30,000 encounters plus for Shaman, please help. Oh my gosh, Grant, my heart. My heart literally breaks for you. That is brutal. I hope you get the sparkly hedgehog soon. Oh my gosh, I love that shiny. I was very grateful that that hunt wasn't double digits for me because I could have seen it being the case. Just dropped my daughter off at school and we'll be taking a nap before work. That sounds like a good idea. W parent though. W parent for sure. Well, I gotta go now. Good luck with the shiny. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate that and I wish you luck with the platinum trophies. You got this. Clefairy and Vulpix on Let's Go Eevee. Love me because a catch combo of 35 for shiny Clefairy and a catch combo of 32 for Vulpix. Dang. They're good Pokemon. They're cute Pokemon. Well done. Asunito, hello. Good to see you. Best of luck to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And good luck to you if you're hunting anything at the moment. I will say shiny luck is so weird. Caught shiny Genesect yesterday in Pogo after only 3 raids. Dang. Good job. I love Genesect shiny. It's a good one. It's a really good one. I feel like mine took me a little bit to get, to be honest, in Pokemon Go, if I'm being completely fair. But listen, some shiny sparkle quicker than others. So you're right. It is strange. This is Buttercup with an Ultra New Year's stream. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Part of me likes the idea of that. Honestly, imagine just like starting the new year. And then we get shiny Rowlet on that day, on the first day of hunting. That would be cool. I don't know. I'm hoping I'll be able to get everything sorted and organized and hopefully, fingers crossed, be able to get the streaming and everything sorted and I'll be able to start it as soon as possible because like I said, I loved hunting on the 3DS especially. So hopefully it all works out. Like I said, it should arrive. They're saying it should arrive Friday or Monday, the SD card and SD card reader. So I guess we'll see how that works out. Also, I got more funny bootleg Pokemon for the calendar. A black Lairon with white dots and surprisingly normal colored rods. And a horrifying Manaphy. Oh no, not the poor Manaphy. As much as, like, I don't collect bootleg merchandise. It's just not really my thing. I've really, even merchandise in general, like official stuff, I've really cut back on because I'm like, I like to get stuff that I really, really like. And, you know, it can get pretty overwhelming pretty quickly. But I will say some of my favorite things on the internet are just strange bootlegs of franchises. Like it's some of my favorite stuff to see. Still stuck on the briefcase for Chimchar. Thank you, you two. Oh, I hope you get the sparkles soon. Hopefully maybe today. That would be nice. And thank you. Cat, hi! Sorry for being late. How are you? No, don't apologize. It's good to see you. And I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Red's my favorite color, so I was really happy to get the Genesect that fast. Yeah, no doubt. Genesect, like I said, very nice shiny. Well done. Don't forget my +1 today. That's right, Cat. I will remember. I will remember. I actually wrote it down in my little notebook at the end of the last stream, so I got you. My longest hunt is Manaphy with over 3 months right now. Stopped after getting disheartened. My shortest was Shaman with 1 try and platinum, so my luck is all over the place. Oh, see, that is, yeah. I love Manaphy, but I'm scared for when I eventually do that hunt. I feel like it's going to be, it's going to be a lot. But well done on the Shaman. Going for Shiny Meowth next. Ooh, I wish you luck. Will you be evolving it? I should be having a package coming in today from the Pokemon Center online. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. That is awesome. You'll have to let me know if it arrives during the stream. I did a Mudkip hunt on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and got a shiny in 32 encounters. Dang! Well done. Oh my gosh, I love those games so much. I actually do have a copy of, I have a copy of both, but the copy, Omega Ruby, I never finished the playthrough on. I think it was my brother's copy because he was going to try to get back into Pokemon and he just didn't end up doing it. And then he's like, well, I'm not going to play it and you're going to enjoy it more than I am. So he gave it to me. So I'm thinking at some point we could probably play that if we get the recording going as well. So that could be quite fun. But that'll come after Ultra Moon because we've been talking about Ultra Moon for a while. And I think that that's the way to go. James, hi! I'm sick of the ad for pie. Not the food, it's the ad blocker that keeps getting promoted to me. Really? I don't think I've had that ad yet. That is not fun. I know the feeling. I used to get this, and me saying it, I'm probably going to get it even more now, but I used to get this Hungry Jack's ad all the time, and it would always be the same song every single time, and I was like, I'm so sick of getting that ad. It follows me everywhere. One try and platinum. Why do I anger in a past life? That is brutal. I hope you get it soon, Grant. How many resets are you hoping for today? If we don't have a dodo war today? No, you're okay. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe 8,100. So I will do 8,101 is probably what I'm going to go for today. Depending on when I finish up. Once again, I've got more editing, which is fine. Like I said, I'm in a thing where I'm really enjoying the editing at the moment. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that. But I would say probably 8,100 is what I'll be going for today. Sounds good, Larry. I raise you +4 to cats +1 to make the checks end in a 5 or a 0. The chaos, the chaos. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. I may go longer. I'm just sort of feeling it out at the moment. Like I said, I don't like to overcommit and say a bigger number than what I can go, because then I always feel bad if I ever have to end the stream early for any reason. So I'm like, we'll start off with that. We may go for longer, but that's my minimum that I want to do today. Yes, I will be evolving the shiny Meowth when I get it. Nice, nice. Hoping to see you do a playthrough of every DS game. Ooh, it would be fun. There are some games though that I don't have doubles of, so we'll have to see how we go. We'll have to see how we'll go, but I would love to do that, because it's been a while since I've played through a lot of them. Is Hungry Jack's the Burger King of Australia? Yes, Grant, it is. Chronos, no war today. I will fight though. You don't have to fight. We will have peace. Oh, Pokemon is bringing back Pokemon TV, but it's going to be on YouTube channel this time. Oh, that'll be cool. 8,100. My $2 might beg to differ. No, okay, Mitz, don't stress. Like I said, we may go for longer anyway, but that's my minimum I want to get done. Oh, Kat, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. That is so lovely. Kat, thank you. Captain Pikachu, Summer, Festive Remote, Lux, Martin, Channel. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, but man. Dusk, Hannah, Luna Flowers. Welcome to the membership. You get access to all the cool emotes, the members only Discord channel, should you want to access it, and you get a cute bow next to your name. Thank you so much, Kat, for gifting all of those memberships. If you are in the stream and you did get gifted a membership, please remember to use your manners and say thank you. It goes a very long way, but I will say it on behalf of everyone who's not here. Thank you very much, Kat. I appreciate that so, so much. That is so lovely. W, Kat, I agree. What the flip? Thank you, Kat. That is so sweet. Oh, that's really lovely. Not even 8,192. But if you feel a bit funky, then it's okay. Maybe, Mark. Maybe I'll end up going there. We shall see. We shall see. I was contemplating doing double odds, but that's why I'm like, I don't want to say more than in case. I'm like, ooh, I crash. But at the moment, I think I'm fine. So we'll see. I may go longer though. I might be like, you know what? Let's do an extra 100. Who knows? I sometimes do that. Oh, like the other day, I was like, I'm just going to go to 7,000. And that was just because I wanted to, you know? So that was pretty fun. W, Kat, I agree. Thank you, Kat. That is so sweet. Chronos. Oh, Enoch, are you at school? Oh, I hope you have a good day. I hope everything goes well. Also, today was actually quite rainy, which was really nice, to be honest. It started off kind of humid, and I was like, ooh, not a big fan of the humidity, but then we did get some rain, which was really lovely. I ended up having my window open while I was editing, listening to the rain sounds. It was really, really nice. I feel like they need to remake Gen 2 again, because there ain't no way I'm paying £100+ for Heart Gold Soul Silver. Oh, totally, totally, totally. Like, if I don't ever find my copy of Soul Silver, which I'm going to say, like, I'm just upset that my save file's gone more than anything. Like, I would never sell that game. I wouldn't sell any of my main series games. Like, I am too attached to them. But the fact that if I were to buy it and replace it, I don't even get my original save file back, and I have to pay that much, like, that is brutal. Beautiful manners, Pikachu. Beautiful manners. Oh, I love that. W's. I agree. With the homebrew, you should be able to copy your save files onto your computer. Yes, you are correct about that. I was seeing stuff in it, so that is pretty exciting. So if it comes down to it, we may end up doing that. I'm very scared about doing that with my if I can do that with my Pearl, copy my Pokemon Pearl, because Pokemon Pearl is probably the main series game from when was a kid that I have the most memories attached to. So I'm a little nervous about that one, but I do have a copy of Diamond from my brother that was his old one, and he didn't finish the game or get super far into it, so maybe I would just end up playing Diamond, but we shall see. You're welcome, every. Oh, you're welcome for everyone. I've gifted a membership to you ever since I joined the community. Consider me the channel Santa. Oh, Kat, that's lovely. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. Aw, that's so sweet. It's gonna snowstorm here later. Oh, is it? Yeah, a lot of you guys were saying in the last stream you're starting to get snow now. I hope that it's a safe amount and not too annoying, but I hope you're enjoying it. No, not yet, because for me it's 7 a.m. I just woke up. Oh, okay, so soon. I got you. Buttercup, I bestow with you the 0.0001% of my shiny luck. Thank you, Mitz. I treasure that very much. How do you think Gen 10 is going to be? Can't wait for Mega Charizard Z and yeah, Mega Mewtwo Z. I was like, I think that they will give Charizard a Z form for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mewtwo gets one as well. I'm excited. I'm excited for Gen 10. I don't know what region it's going to be based on. Part of me would like to imagine maybe Greece, because there's a lot of mythology involved. There's a lot of like inspiration that could be drawn from it. Although that being said, being Gen 10, it could just be its own thing entirely. I don't know, but I feel like it's going to be huge. I feel like it's going to be huge. Double digits finally for the generation. It's taken so long to get there. It's probably going to coincide probably pretty close as well to the next Pokemon like milestone anniversary, which I believe will be the 30-year anniversary, right? So it's gonna be huge, I think. I could be wrong, but I try not to get my expectations too high. However, I feel like for a while, like I feel like even back in Gen 7, I was like, we're getting close to Gen 10 and it's gotta be huge, right? I remember selling my original copy of Black and then I bought it secondhand a few years ago, but I don't think it's an original release. Oh, okay. I got you. I always feel sad for people when they have to part with their original Pokemon games, because I know a lot of the time it's like, oh, I've got it laying around, you know, and then eventually they come back to it and they're like, dang it, why did I sell it? Especially some of those more expensive games now, because, ooh, it's rough. It's rough. I'm not sure if it works on original DS games. Okay. That's all right. We'll see what happens anyway, and we'll kind of experiment as we go, but either way, we'll try the best we can to make these things happen. Hour 3 out of 100 in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I caught a shiny Wurmple full odds. Well done. Shiny Wurmple is quite cute. I like Wurmple. We need an Australian typed region. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't think it'll be Gen 10 though, but I could see them pulling maybe some inspiration maybe for a DLC or something. I don't know, but there's a lot of cool wildlife here, so I could totally see that. I wish Pokemon would make a new IP that's the unfiltered ideas of the designers and storytellers. It would be 18 plus, chaotic and dark, but so cool to see. Totally. I think that there's so much they could do with it. I mean, whether or not they would, I don't know. I like the idea of it, but I feel like the thing that Pokemon's definitely dabbled more so, I think, with like getting a little more real with some of the like their stories and stuff, and like even some of the themes. They've probably got to be very balanced with it though, in a way, right? Because like obviously they want to keep the franchise family friendly, but as an idea, that would be very cool to see. Hi, Mass. Good to see you. I hope you managed to get the Uxie this time. Good luck. Thank you, Mass. I'm definitely trying for it. Definitely trying for it. And good to see you too. Thank you so much. Pokemon is pushing 30s just like you, Butter. Yeah, Pokemon. I believe Pokemon is a year older than I am. I believe it is a year older than I am. So there you go. Either I'm a year older or it's a year older than I am. I'm trying to remember. I think it's... Which way is it around? It's one or the other. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1 year older than I am, because I always say that I wasn't born when the first game came out. But I was... Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Hour 12 to 15 in Legends Arceus. I still haven't beat the second boss. It gets a bit like that with that game. It is good though. I even remember my parents offering to buy me Heart Gold, Soul Silver for Christmas, but I said, nah, I don't really like Gen 2. What was I thinking? Oh, Louie, that's so sad. That's so sad. No. Oh, you know, I reckon if you'll own it again, I think you will. If you want to, you'll find a way. Gen 10 DLC Australia. That'd be kind of interesting. I think if it is based on somewhere like Greece and that though, that probably wouldn't be likely to happen, but I wouldn't be mad at it. It'd be kind of interesting to see like their like, what is it? Their interpretation? Because I feel like they've done a pretty good job so far with all the other regions that they've done. I think it's mainly going to be in the Kalos region because like they showed the Kalos map in the trailer. So it's like how Legends Arceus was mainly Gen 4. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, do you mean for Legends? Oh, I don't know why. I thought you meant like the main game, like when they come up with the new region. But yeah, no, if you're talking about revisiting, that would be cool. Kalos would be awesome. Yeah, we are already past over 20 likes. Thank you guys so much. Pretty sure it's older than us. Yeah, I think it's by a year. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. There are card readers for the original cartridges for the Game Boy games. So I think it's possible that it exists for the DS, but you have to be careful with such products. Okay, yeah. I'm a little scared with the DS and tapping into that because my DS, not my 3DS, my DS Lite that I have, I've had that since I was a kid. My 3DS, I had two systems. My first system ended up getting destroyed because I used to do Street Pass. I used to put my DS in my bag for Animal Crossing and I would Street Pass it, and then yeah, unfortunately, once I had a bottle of Diet Coke in my bag and the lid wasn't on properly, and it ended up getting into the DS system and it shorted out the battery. I tried to replace the battery. I tried to replace the internals. It was completely like it was not going to work, which was really, really sad. So I ended up getting my pink and white 3DS to replace that, and that became my new main system. And now I'm like, that one stays. That one stays in its shape, and now I don't Street Pass anymore because I'm really scared that I'm going to end up breaking that 3DS, even though now I don't carry drinks in my bag anymore because that was terrifying and so sad. But yeah, I'll have to be careful. Here's a concept, a prehistoric Pokemon game with the current Paradox Pokemon and new ones. I mean, I like what they did with Paradox Pokemon. I like when they do certain things like that. Like I really, really loved Ultra Beasts. I love Paradox Pokemon. I think it's really cool. Hi, Unicorn. Good to see you. Welcome. And Regina, hello. I can't stay on stream long because of school, but I'm here. It is good to see you, Regina. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you do have a good day at school. I'm guessing Hunter x Hunter. I have a Manaphy from Ranger stuck in Gen 4 along with the Arceus that came out. Don't have a copy of Black to transfer them over. That's so sad. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's cool you still have them though. I have my Arceus from the Gen 4 event that came with all the plates. You went and took it into the store and they connected it up and transferred it over. That's I still have that one from the event, which is pretty cool, but I don't think I have the original Manaphy, do I? I know, I think I might, but yeah, definitely it's not shiny, it's just standard. The two eagles. We need Ultra Sword. That'd be pretty darn cool. The cartridge readers aren't for the console, but for the connecting the cartridge to a computer. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that. Okay. I'm pretty clueless when it comes to that stuff, so that's good to know. Unicorn, what's your new DS look like? The 3DS one? It's a pink and white one. I believe it was a region colorway. Like I believe it was in Australia and Asia that colorway came out, but it's a pink and white one. The Naders, hello, good to see you. Love the lights. Thank you so much. I love the lights too. I know they might be a little bit cheesy, but they make me feel a little bit festive, you know. Good to see you. Played some Naruto and Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm connections earlier today. Currently playing Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. Ooh, sounds like fun. Good to see you, by the way, Jordan. Remember to hydrate. My time to remind you guys. Tycho, my 3DS broke in half from opening and closing it often as a kid. Just shows how much I love that thing. Oh, that's yeah. I think a lot of people experience that. My DS Lite from when I was a kid, the hinge on it is like busted, so it doesn't stay up or closed on its own. Like there's no tension, but it still works, which is amazing. I will take that, but yeah, definitely could use a little facelift. I have a half day, so if you're still streaming by 10:30, I'll be back. Sounds good, Regina. I hope it goes well. Oh. Legends that is seemingly only in Lumio City, but we have seen older Pokemon in the trailer, which is quite cool. It's going to be exciting. My only complaint is that you can't breed the Paradox Mons. Yeah, that does suck. It does suck, because it would be good to shiny hunt them that way. Hi, Shiny Hunter. Hello. I'm new here. Just subscribe. I'm trying to get Shiny Tornadoes and Ultra Sun, currently at 5,250 resets. Well, thank you very much. It's lovely to have you in the stream, and I wish you luck on Shiny Tornadoes. I haven't done that hunt myself yet, so fingers crossed you get some sparkles soon. I was reading chat, finally saw someone agreed when I said we need Ultra Sword respond. Oh my gosh, true. It'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I embarrassed someone with my Shiny Sudowoodo and Violet. Oh, did you? I like Sudowoodo Shiny. It won't, Poke Rob. It is being so stubborn. Good to see you, though. I'm trying to eat healthy, but ordering food is so tempting. I ended up ordering at least once every 2 days. Oh, do you? What's your go-to? Do you have a go-to, or are you like mixing it up? I feel like I sometimes get in like a bad habit with that, but I don't do it anymore. I've been really good. I haven't ordered food in like a long time because now I just constantly I bought a rice cooker for like $20. Saved my life. I just literally eat rice all the time. It's so good with some kind of protein and vegetables depending on what I've got around the house, but usually at least rice and protein of some kind. But I was, for a bit there, I got a 3-month trial. I think it was of DoorDash, and that was bad for me. That was bad for me. I was like, oh, sushi, this is good. But I uninstalled it after I got rid of that pass, but it is dangerous. Surprisingly, I have my original 3DS. Oh, nice. Very cool. I love the 3DS. It's probably one of my favorite handheld systems. I also really like the PSP. I like the Game Boy Advance as well, to be honest. I just had the Pikachu 2DS arrive yesterday, so excited to play it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Is that the one with the 2DS, the Pikachu 2DS? Is that the one with the lifted nose? I did have that system, but I ended up selling it, which I'm really sad about because I loved that system so much. It's very cool as a collector's piece. 30 likes. I can't see chat on my screen. No, you're all good. Oh, you can see it now? That's good. We are getting super close. Ordering food is so easy. It's very tempting. It's very tempting. I don't know about you guys, but here I am. Ordering food is like pretty expensive, to be totally honest. Like, just food for one ends up costing like double the amount as if you go and get it. And I think for me, it just gets so expensive. But I think every once in a while, it's not a bad thing if you want to treat yourself, you know? But it can be a dangerous path to go down. At least I find that to be the case. I can't help it. Sword and Shield are my favorite Pokemon games. They're awesome. W-take. The bus is here for school, so for me. No, you're good, no worries. I usually order something that can at least last me for a bit, like Chinese food. Sometimes I order Domino's because they sell really good wings. Oh my gosh, I don't think we have wings here, but I remember they used to do buttermilk chicken bites and they were so good. Oh my gosh. The first time I actually tried ranch was because for a limited time when they had those, they offered ranch on the side. And that was when I found my love of ranch. But yeah, that is smart. Pokerob, thank you for the £1 donation. I appreciate that. Aw. I feel very indifferent about it not sparkling as well. I appreciate that, Pokerob. Thank you. It's an addiction. It is. I have a Pokeball 2DS XL. Oh, that's the one with the little like button on the face, isn't it? That one was really cool. I never managed to get that one, but I do like how that one looks. I have the 2DS. It hasn't broken yet, so I'm still using it. Nice. Very nice. Ordering food in Germany is also very expensive. I treat myself once a month, but I try not to order too many times. I think that's totally valid. Like some people, for them, it is more reasonable. Like maybe they don't have the space or like, you know, it is more cost effective in some people's situations, like depending on like delivery fees and what you're getting and stuff like that. I just know where I am. I think because it's not like a major city or anything, it ends up being quite pricey here. On the bus, nice Enoch. Adamant Nature Pseudo Wooder with Rockhead ability to prevent recoil damage. Moveset is Head Smash, Fire Punch, Wood Hammer, and Sword Dance. Dang, alright. I've never had ranch. How does it taste? That is a good question. It's kind of hard for me to explain it because, you know, I couldn't even say it. It's not like mayonnaise because like the consistency is more runny, sorry. It's kind of herby and like it's got a bit of a tang, but it's quite good. Like I don't know if you guys have light and tangy like chips in America where it's like sour cream and chive. It's not like sour cream per se. Like it's not that tangy, but it does have like that kind of flavor profile to it is probably the best way I can describe it. I don't know. I think it's really good. If you like stuff like aioli and that, you probably would like it. But I think it's a little bit more punchy in my opinion than an aioli, but it's good. No worries at all, Enoch. Take care. I'm not sure about the lifted nose. I just know it's a good... Oh, it's good. Big Pikachu on it with the brown highlights. I haven't been home to see it in person yet. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know which one it is. Because I've seen that they've done a few different DS consoles. So I wonder which one that one is. I know of 2 different Pikachu ones. So if it's not that one, then I know which one it is. Nice. Oh, okay. No, actually, I know which one it is. I know which one it is. I know which one you're talking about now, actually, Kronos. I remember my brain. I remember. There is no thing more tempting than the option of convenience. As such, convenience is the worst part that companies try to sell to the population. Yes, the populace. Yes, you were correct about that. Like I said, when I was like, I'm not going to do it because I feel like I'm going to get hooked on it. And then I got that thing. It was like an offer. And I think my brother was like, my brother used to use those services a lot. And so he was like, oh, well, if you do this, you'll get like a free month on free delivery. So let me just order through yours so I can save money. And I'm like, well, if you're going to order it anyway, like I'll do that. That works. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever eaten so much takeout in my life was during that time. Like, to be fair, like I said, mostly it was like sushi. So it wasn't the worst thing ever, but it was expensive. I'm not going to lie. It was very expensive. So I wouldn't do it again. And I've been good, but every once in a while, if I'm really not feeling well, I will occasionally do the little treat here and there. But like, I haven't done any orders through that in a long time now. So I'm proud of myself. For me, it's like a little thing, you know? Ultra Sun and Moon are the best Pokemon games, not because of nostalgia, I swear. I hope they bring them back. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I love Alola a lot. Sour cream and onion Pringles. Ooh, yum. I love sour cream and onion Pringles. They were my favorite. I'm back. Had to pick up some packages from the shop. Nice, Mark. Welcome back. I was watching a Queso compilation. Literally half of his chat are bullying him and the other half are down bad. They are a bit like that, aren't they? All I know is it's the new 2DS XL. Yeah, I know which one it is, Kronos. I know the Pikachu one that you're talking about. That's a good looking system, to be honest. And remember how I said my throat and stomach were being iffy? Well, I now have a mind-splitting headache and my throat hurts to the point where I can shout. No, that's so sad, Mark. Oh, you'll have to rest and take it easy. I hope you feel better soon. I've opened nearly 1,000 packs in Pocket and I'm only missing 11 cards. Dang, you've done well. I have over half the cards now. But some of them are being very, very stubborn. Oh, Nexus, thank you so much for the donation. For the 333, I love to see it. Thank you for the lucky numbers. Hopefully we can summon the shiny with that. Sending you the very best luck. You got this. Thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that so much. I hope you're having a good day and I hope work has been treating you well. W Nexus, I agree. Forgot to mention, I brought my teal Game Boy Color to class today and my teacher started talking about having... Oh, when as a kid and started smiling? That's so cute. I love that. I like when you can talk to teachers about stuff like that. Like just have a normal conversation with them about something and they don't get mad at you. It's great. I remember I used to have one teacher. She was an English and a drama teacher. And she was actually like the head of one of the grades in our high school. And every time you would talk about video games, she would talk about like how it's a waste of time and energy. But she would always be on her phone, like always be on her phone. She was the one teacher who would always have a phone on her in class. I'm like, how are you going to sit here and say video games are a waste of time and energy? But you're always texting on your mobile phone. And she'd always be on Facebook. So I don't know how that's any better. Just saying. She wasn't too bad, but it was just that was such a big, like, what is it? Paradox? I don't know. Forgot to mention. Oh, sorry, Mark. I just read that. Ultra Sun and Moon is good, but it still makes me mad. Is it the no gym leaders? Is that what it is? Because I know for a lot of people they don't like that. I like that they did that. I kind of like that it was different. I like that they experimented with it, but I get if it's not for everyone. Oh, that's good, Cat. Good on you. Heads to my weapon stand and sits down on the bar stool with my fully evolved shiny starters nearby, ready for whatever today brings. You know we've gotten to the point in the hunt where it's getting ridiculous when we've got the weapon stand back out. I like how we reserve that for when a hunt starts to get a little bit too long. What do you mean, guys? Video games are clearly made for bad people and should never be used because they're a waste of time. Jokes. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was growing up, there was a lot of discourse about like if video games shape people into being certain types of people, if it means that they're more likely to commit more, you know, more violent crimes and stuff like that because of the games that they play. I mean, I don't know where that line gets drawn because I don't know how you would blame one type of media, but then people don't factor in that movies could also potentially have that effect. If a video game could, I don't see how like a show series or like a movie series or something like that couldn't do the same thing. I don't know why it specifically was always targeted at video games. I always found that a little bit weird. I'm like, you know, seems a little picky choosy, but who am I to, I don't know the statistics, you know, but I'd like to think that Pokemon hasn't made me a more violent person, except for the fact that they're shiny as and sparkled. I don't know. Thank you very much, Buttercup. I just realized today is Wednesday. Time is going fast. I'll be having breakfast in 10 minutes, but I'm really happy to be here with you. How have you been? Oh, that's good. I'm glad. And I know. I cannot believe we're already at the middle of the week. What's going on? I feel like time has escaped me. I've been so busy. I'm like, what is happening? Where is time going? How are we already like here? I don't understand. It's going too quickly, but I've been not too bad, thank you. A little tired, but it's not anything to worry about. I'm doing good. I'm resting and stuff like that. Just a busy bee. Got a lot to do, but it's been good. I appreciate you asking. Aw, Red and my cats. That's cute. No. Now the only game that changes someone's personality is League of Legends. That's fair. That's fair. I'm back. I've been going to gyms again. Nice, Jordan. Video games haven't influenced me at all. I don't know what you mean. Just because I played Minecraft once and then went down the mines doesn't mean Minecraft compelled me to do it. You know, I was going to say something that'd be funny. It's like, you know, everything around me has to be cubic because of Minecraft, but I wasn't influenced because of it. Like, my apple is a square, even though technically it's not a square in Minecraft, but you know what I mean. That'd be kind of funny. I would, you know what? I actually like the idea of, imagine if all of my cutlery was designed to look like it came straight out of Minecraft, and like my plates, my cups, everything. That would be kind of funny. I kind of love that. Now, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is heads and shoulders are better than Sun and Moon. But then you have a second release like Black and White 2 with the new story and everything, while Ultra Sun and Moon is just a retelling of the same story. Ah, I see. So you kind of wanted more from the actual story. I get that. I get that. It's so tricky. It's so tricky because I know I get it. I think that's totally fair. I love Ultra Sun and I love Ultra Moon. I love Sun and Moon. I don't know. I think for me, if I'm being honest, I do have an element of my nostalgia for that era of time, and like those games really, they came at a perfect time for me. So I have a lot of love for them, and maybe I can you know what, I can admit that I do have a little bit of rose-colored glasses for them, but that doesn't mean, you know, I love them, but I get what you mean. Nothing wrong with wanting more, I think, with that kind of stuff. I'm biased, Butter. News, for instance, are a type of bad media, as copycats are a thing. They also show how police work and function, and that is important to be rich for immunity, which is, yeah, not, yeah. I get you. My birthday is on the 28th of this month, and because I'm Russian, I celebrate Novi God instead of, Christmas on the 31st. So most people find it hard to decide when to gift me something because it's a weird time. Oh, okay. I always think about that with people who have like birthdays on very significant like events, like whether it's Easter Day or Christmas or Novidad, Novigod, as like, you know, you were saying. I sort of think it would kind of suck to share your birthday with an event like that, wouldn't it? Because it's like, I know that I had a friend whose birthday was on Christmas, and all their birthday presents would always be wrapped in Christmas paper, and they're like, you know, like, I get it, like, it makes sense, but they're like, it'd be nice to get, you know, a birthday card instead of a Christmas card. And I'm like, I know some people probably don't care, and then some people it probably does bother them, but yeah, I can imagine that that's probably a tricky thing to navigate as, like, especially if you're the parent of someone like that when they're growing up. Like, how do you do it? I don't know. Just got a random shiny Seawaddle. Love the colors. Very well done. Nice. I need to hunt the Seawaddle line, to be honest. I do like them. My pleasure, Buttercup. I'm happy you've been resting during these busy times. Thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that. I hope you have been as well. I know that work can get a bit full on. I really enjoyed the game and story too. I just expected it to be like a sequel rather than essentially a remake. Ah, okay. No, that makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky because it does seem like some Pokemon games do go more that way. Like, they can go either more like a remake. Because I feel like, would you say Platinum is kind of like that? Where it's more of like, it's similar to Ultra Sun and Moon in a way where it's like it retells the story but then it adds on to it? Or would you say it leans more into like, you know, Black and White 2 territory? Where would you categorize it on that scale? Get bananaed. I always talk about this whenever, it's weird that it's been brought up a few times, but I love banana flavored milk. It is like so good, and I can't get it easily anymore, and I used to drink it a lot when I was a kid. I miss those days. One thing that always annoyed me is people who tell me, you know, wrestling's fake, right? Like, yes, obviously I know that. What do you, what do you watch Marvel because it's based on real events? Yeah, I know. I know. You know, as a kid, for the longest time, I didn't know it was fake. I'm going to be honest. Like, I remember being like a teenager and someone like saying it and I was like, it is? Like, I was like, I bet that, like, I know that they kind of like act the script and stuff like that. But I was like, really? I just never thought of it as being fake. I just never did. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy the entertainment, you know? It's still entertainment at the end of the day. On Pogo, I found a wild lake spirit Mesprit. Oh, nice. I totally got to be prepared to make sure the shiny Pokemon complies after all. That's right, Jordan. That's right. 3 of my brothers and sisters are born within a month of Christmas, so it's difficult for presents. Ooh, yeah. That's like me for March. That's me for March because it's like it's not too bad with Christmas in a way because like you've got 2 months after Christmas and then it's March. It's me, my mum, and my brother's birthday are all in March, and then you've got Easter right after. So it feels like those couple months, those 4 months, like it's a lot of celebrating. It's a lot of like, you know, not that we really do anything to be totally honest, but it's like okay, you try to make it a little bit special, but you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in that period of time that it's like, okay, gotta make sure you budget for that because it's like Christmas, okay, then birthdays, then Easter, and then it's quiet for the rest of the year, which is nice. But you know, I like it. I like that it's busy, but it gets a bit like that. I can imagine having even like everyone that much closer to Christmas would be more stressful. Tony, hi, it's good to see you. I hope you're well too. Lovely to see you on the stream today. I wonder what do you think about the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl remake? A lot of people dislike it for its style. I like it, but I do see why people may not. I do like it. I do like it as a game. I think that the style I actually do like. I think it's cute. It's like chibi-esque and I don't mind that. I think it's cute. They could have gone in different directions for sure, but I mean, I think it has a bit of charm to it, to be honest. I love the underground, what they did with that in the remake. I think it was really, really good. I think that there are a couple things that maybe could have been a little bit different, maybe a little more updated, which wouldn't have been a bad thing. But you know, it's like what you said. Like, I don't think they're bad games, but I think that there's definitely always room for improvement. Thank you. I need to remind myself to take a step back when I'm feeling tired in the middle of work, but everything is going okay. Well, that's good then, at least. Aww. Just took some painkillers for the headache. I normally never do that, but this hurts so much. Oh, I feel you. You know, it's bad when you're actually at the point of needing to take, you know, take something for the headache, but I hope it goes away and you get a little bit of relief soon. It's not really fake though. The bumps and injuries are very real. It's like acrobatics basically, and it's just predetermined to the competitors. It's not like the audience knows beforehand who wins. That's true. There are a lot of injuries involved in it, so it's like they're not faking that. They're putting their bodies through a lot. Watch the shiny come at even 8,000. That would be the most satisfying thing ever. Honestly, it would be. Are you excited for the Minecraft movie? I can't wait for the scene that goes, "You were supposed to be the hero, Brian." That'd be cool if they did that. Now, Platinum was made as a third game of the series. Black and White 2 was an actual sequel. Platinum, Emerald, Crystal were all portrayed as being the same game with more to it. Ultra Sun and Moon made it seem like it. Oh, okay. I'm guessing it's going to continue on. I got you. Sure, the way with the weapon stand is a little unorthodox, but then again, most methods are unorthodox, but effective as heck. That's true. And I can appreciate that. Listen, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. What's the best place to hunt Dunsparce? Ooh, it depends where you're hunting it. You could always try to go for it in an outbreak if you have Scarlet and Violet. Also, the Ost is so good. I love listening to the extended versions. Yes, so do I. I was born the 16th of March, maybe a fellow Pisces. I am a Pisces. I am. You're actually, your birthday's 2 days before Brother Cups, actually. Would be a sequel to like Black and White. Yeah, I got you. That makes sense. Hi, Kira. Good to see you. Dang, the hunt continues. Shiny luck to you. Thank you, Kira. I appreciate that. And yes, it does, sadly. Oh, hi, Rory. Good to see you. And Ivan, hello. I am still on this hunt. It's been testing me. I can't lie. Have you played any gacha games before, like Genshin and Honkai, or even rhythm gacha games, which are really popular? I haven't played a rhythm gacha game, but I do like rhythm games like as their own thing. I've only played Wuthering Waves. I never spent money on it. I was really good about that, but I played on release, so I got a lot of like stuff from the game having bugs on that, and I got the two 5-stars that I really, really wanted, which was pretty cool. And then I kind of stopped playing it because I had finished the campaign up to that point. But those are the only ones I played, but they were there. It was actually quite fun. Also, Merry Early Christmas. You too, Ivan. Celebrations are good, but it can get pretty awkward pretty fast with big families. I had to skip my birthday multiple times because of the not so happy celebrations. Didn't celebrate since 2021. Yes, I was going to say I'm in the case where I don't have a big family at all. So I've never really had that, like the whole big family thing. I know that it can be chaotic. I know some people love that. Some people are like, I'd rather it be a little more chill. But I totally get that. Even like with having a small family growing up, when there was more of like even the extended family, which still wasn't that many people, it could get a bit hectic. So I totally get that. They should have made Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon a third title and called like the Pokemon Eclipse rather than sell them as separate games from Sun and Moon. That would have been cool. I like Eclipse. How long do you think we'll wait before getting the Sword and Shield remake? It'll be a while. I don't think we'll get those for like, I don't want to say a decade, but honestly it could be. Reminds me, I ordered a cameo from a Transformers voice actor. Specifically told him to say Happy New Year's to my friend, and the first thing I hear him say when I open the cameo, so I heard it was your birthday. No, that's so sad. Are you able to dispute it? I'll be heading out for breakfast, but I'll stop by again before I clock in for work. Sending you more shiny luck and hydration reminder. Thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your breakfast. I hope it's amazing. You take care, and thank you. Yes, hydration reminder courtesy of Nexus. Thank you so much. That's okay, Chris. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm guessing it's meant to be Virgo. I'm guessing that's meant to be Virgo. I just saw your other one. Nothing wrong with that either. My birthday is in summer, which is the worst season ever. Technically here in Australia, my birthday's in autumn, but in Japan, it's cherry blossom season. So that's pretty cool. What is the Rhythm Gacha games? It would be quite cool actually to see a Rhythm Gacha game. I'm sure that they're a thing. I feel like I have seen them before. You should add an angel to the layout because Christmas is about a Christ's birth, not lights or gifts. I like the lights. I think the lights are cute. I do think the lights are cute. I had the lights a couple years ago and I didn't get to do them last year, but I think that the lights are quite pretty. We shouldn't try to make thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Hi, Ollie. Good to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you? We're getting the remakes for Sword and Shield in 2030. Do you think so? I feel like I don't even think in 6 years. I mean, since we got DLCs, now that DLCs are kind of a thing, I don't know how we'll go about getting remakes for a lot of these like later games and titles. I really have no idea. So I guess we'll see. But yeah. Thank you, Buttercup. I'm having a full burrito. Ooh, yesterday I only had half a burrito and the lack of a full breakfast threw me off for the whole day. I'll be seeing you in a bit. Sounds good. Burrito sounds good. Breakfast burrito? Dang. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Well, I hope you enjoy it and hopefully that'll help you stay in a good state for the day. That'll be good. Of course, Ali. I'm glad to hear that. Love Live, Bandori, is it Piskai? I'm probably saying that wrong. Are a few popular ones. Check them out. Ooh. I think I've heard of Love Live, but I've never played it. I do like I said, never played a gacha game in terms of like a rhythm style one, but that does sound quite fun. Hi, Zero Two. Good to see you. And I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? We just need one massive Pokemon RPG with all regions and no shiny locks. Honestly, I would love that. I kind of am holding out. And I know that I shouldn't have expectations. That's generally why I feel like I'm pretty easy to please with Pokemon, is I don't really have a lot of expectations. I just am like, new areas, new characters, new Pokemon for a new game, and then I'm happy. So, and they always do that, which is nice. But part of me for Gen 10 is like, oh gosh, could you imagine? And I don't think that they would, because that would be a lot of Pokemon. And I've said this before, but it would be really cool to see National Dex back. I don't need it to be happy. I don't need it to make a new Pokemon game. But like, you know, it would just be fun to see all Pokemon in one game again. But I acknowledge that that is a lot of Pokemon, and you know, I mean, I don't know what the capabilities will be of the next Switch system. I don't think that that will be a very easy thing to do, especially with like having a whole game and incorporating that many Pokemon. But just as an idea, I think it would be fun. A Pokemon game where the trainer becomes the Pokemon? Mystery Dungeon! Mystery Dungeon! That's what Mystery Dungeon does! Well, it's kind of the closest thing we have to that, at least at this point. I'm that way nowadays, totally. And just name Pokemon Legends. Pokemon Legends, that'd be nice and clean, straight to it. You think it'll be 7,997? That's a good number, Silver. I was like 8,000 could be kind of cool, but we'll see. This is crazy. Over 8,000 encounters, maybe before 8,500. I have no idea. We're just gonna see what happens. It could happen, but I'm accepting that I may end up going into the 5 digits for this hunt, to be honest. And we could see all the legendaries fight. That would be pretty cool. Like I, you know, in my mind, I'm like, if there was no budget and no limitations and we could just go all out, there are so many things that I think would be awesome to see. But, you know, in terms of like realistically what would happen or what we could do, I don't think it would be possible. Some of the things I think, but yeah. I truly don't understand why they shiny locked the Legends and Scarlet. Not just Legends, but also just rares like Blood Moon. Yeah, kind of took some of the freedom Pokemon games have. And I feel like for me, and this is just coming from a shiny hunting perspective, because that's a lot of what I do with Pokemon is shiny hunting. Like for me, shiny hunting, like the legendaries and like mythicals when you can, and the starters, not necessarily just the starters, but maybe if you play through the game again, but legendaries and stuff like that, it adds to a lot of like the playtime and replayability of a lot of Pokemon games after you finish the main story. You know, being able to do those hunts adds a lot more game time, whether or not you want to, you know. And the thing is, like in my mind with shiny hunting, and like I said, I'm sure there's more nuances to it, but this is just me being very like, you know, a very simple take on it from my end, is like, it doesn't necessarily take away from the game to add a shiny hunt for a legendary, because there are people who just won't shiny hunt. They don't need to. They're happy to get the legendary as is. They just want to get it and continue, and they're fine. But adding the option to being able to shiny hunt, I think it adds an element of like, there's more to it, which I like. You know, I understand that they like to do mystery gifts and have things be a little bit exclusive to that, and make it special that way. I understand that for sure. But that being said, it would have been awesome to have been able to have shiny hunted Zacian, Zamazenta, or Koraidon, and that, you know, it would have been cool. But, you know, like I said, I'm sure they have their reasons. My take is from a very simple perspective, an outsider perspective. But, you know, as a shiny hunter, I would love to be able to have the shiny locks gone, you know? With extended family who I know we're around 30 to 50 people, can't imagine how a small family would feel like. Our birthday's quiet, not like 200, 300 messages on Facebook and 3 to 5 calls. Absolutely not. I'm lucky. I honestly, on my birthday, I get a call from my nana and that's it. And I have like across both sides of like my family, I don't have cousins on one side of the family at all, like none. And then I have like three, 4 cousins on the other side. And they live like really far away, so I never really like I've maybe met them twice in my life. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's all. So very, very small. Hi Chris, good to see you. Ladarius, I'm more interested in sequels to older Pokemon games than remakes, to be honest. That's fair. That's fair. I think sequels would be interesting. I wouldn't be mad at that. There's no way it gets to 10,000. It could happen though, Tony. I think it could. It'll be 8,008 for the memes. That would be hilarious. What I meant is that the human characters get caught in Pokeballs by Pokemon, like an alternate. Oh, I see. So we're not actually turning into Pokemon, but we like take on the role of the Pokemon. I get you. The sad thing about shiny hunting is you could go for 50 resets and you could go for 50k resets and you can't do much to make it easier. That's true. That's true. And in games where they don't implement things like the shiny charm, you know, it's definitely one of those things. It is RNG though. It's kind of like one of those things that it's kind of like you can choose to, if you want to take that on or not, if that makes sense. And then if they have those events where like, okay, we want to give away, you know, we want to give away a special shiny legendary, then it kind of is like, okay, well, if you don't want to hunt it, you can get it this way and you don't have to do that. And they release that like a little bit later usually. So it still kind of taps into everything, you know, it gives people a choice if they want to. If not, they can wait it out and eventually there might be like an event for it. You know, yeah, I mean, obviously as a shiny hunter, it sucks to see shiny locks, but it is what it is. X and Y must get a remake because it's only Pokemon generation that did not get a remake compared to the other generations. I agree. I'd love to see a remake for X and Y, to be honest, especially on the Switch system. That would be really cool. Yeah, shiny looks are sad. I really want to hunt Chiyu. It's such a good shiny. It is. Oh my gosh. Probably one of the best blue shinies I've ever seen, I have to say. It kind of sucks that we don't get the option to do that. And also we're getting close to 8,000 now. I can't believe we're going to finally break it. We are all on the same page with you about the shiny looks. Thank you, Gyarados. I appreciate that. Sword and Shield would have been the perfect opportunity to finally give us shiny Keldeo, but nope. I agree, Louis. I agree. We did all of it. We did the other 3 Swords of Justice, and then top it off with Keldeo would have been perfect. I'm heading out right now. Bye. I hope you get the shiny. Thank you, Regina. I appreciate that. You take care. Have a good one. Thank you. I wish the shiny charm wasn't broken in Gen 8. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. A lot of people got mad about the shiny Rayquaza Terra raids because they shiny hunted it not too long ago, and now they have to get it for... Oh, no, they can get it for free. It's tricky because, like, I feel like I don't know what the general consensus is. Like, I totally understand people being like, I worked really hard for this, and then other people. But the thing is, I think it's a good thing that they make it accessible to people. Because yours will always have the special badge of the game that you got it in, right? Like, people will know that you hunted for it rather than if you got it from the Terra raids, because that's the only way you can get shiny Rayquaza in Scarlet and Violet will be through this event, at least legitimately, right? So, like, if you did another game, you'll have you know, done it and I like that they have that kind of thing going on for it. But there are a lot of people who can't put in the time that a lot of us can to shiny hunt. Like, some of us don't have the time to sit down to be able to do what I'm doing right now. Like, I've done over 100 and something hours for this hunt. A lot of people don't have the ability to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not possible. So I like that they make it accessible for people, and it's a cool shiny. And, you know, if anything, maybe it'll inspire people to get into shiny hunting more, which I think that's always a good thing. But I understand the feeling of, like, it maybe feels like your, you know, maybe you feel like your shiny is less valuable, but I don't think you should see it that way. Because, like I said, you're going to know, and it's going to always have that connection to that game, you know? I get it, but at the same time, I think overall it is a good thing. And they don't do it with every Pokemon, you know? Shiny locks are the worst thing Game Freak could have implemented. The shiny charm and brilliant diamond shining pearl seems like a more forced thing. We don't know how it would interact with the radar. That's true. I can't imagine how it would go with the radar, to be fair, but I agree about shiny locks sucking. They, as a shiny hunter, it does suck. Hi, Barker. Good to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you? And hydration check. Yes, hydration reminder courtesy of Barker. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Gen 5 Black and White. I guess people are saying like Black and White 2 were like being sequels. It got something, but X and Y didn't get something. I think that's more like, I know it's like getting into kind of, you know, the semantics of it, but I guess they're meaning like another game. Don't forget Unova. We haven't had a remake for that yet. Yes, yeah, that's true. Not a remake. A continuation, but not a remake. The Magic 8000, that's right. Sadly, no sparkles. We've officially crossed 8,000 for this thing. Oh my gosh. Sequel, not a remake. Yeah, that's it. Black and White are maybe going to end up with a remake after Gen 10. Wish the Pokemon Company would listen to fans at least sometimes. I'd like to imagine that they are working on it. Like, I don't think Pokemon is just... Like, I think that they've already got, like, maybe the next 5 or 10 years worth of games roughly drafted out, but they just don't say anything because obviously things can change in that time. But I think they already, like, have a plan for the next decade of what they're going to do and what they're going to release, at least loosely somewhere. And maybe not everyone that works for them knows or whatever, but I would imagine that they're not just like, okay, this is the next step. I think that they probably have it in mind and they're like, okay, we're sticking to our plan because we've got it like in relation to everything else that we're planning to release. Like, so I'm sure it's going to happen at some point. Hopefully this isn't copium for myself, but I feel like at some point we will. Not being able to shiny hunt the legendaries in Legends Arceus made me really upset because to me, there's no real reason not to allow us to shiny hunt them. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like I said, the way that I see it is it doesn't harm people if they don't want to shiny hunt it because they can still catch the Pokemon. It's not like it removes anything from them, you know? My Lego Marvel Advent Calendar just came. Oh, nice. I'm okay with it being free because I got it for free back in Gen 6 during an event. Oh, didn't they do it as well as an event in Japan as well? I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. 8008 will be the magic number. It could be. I want to go back to Almia, but in a mainstream game as well. That would be very cool. I love that idea, Kronos. Kaiba, hi! Going over Gen 4 odds. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it, sadly. I agree to get mine. I hunted Kyogre in Ultra Moon, Groudon in Soul Silver, and transferred it up the Rayquaza in Ultra Moon because those were in the games I had. If this makes it easier for people, good, I think. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I agree. I agree with you, Mass. That's what I mean. I think I understand people being frustrated if they've had a long hunt for it and then they feel like it kind of is like, oh man, now everyone's just going to get it and I put all this time in. But like, I've hunted for Pokemon that I've also received shiny through the events. And like I said, not everyone has the time and the resources to be able to spend as much time going for all of these shiny Pokemon. Like a lot of people are in situations where they have families or people that they need to take care of, or they've got like, you know, full-time jobs, or just whatever reasons that they can't put that time into shiny hunting. And I totally get it. And I think making it accessible to people, I think it's not a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe a weird take. I don't know what people think, but that's just my brain on that. Arceus sakes, butter is in the middle of the night. Also guessing from yesterday, 8,000 to 8,100. We're going to, well, today the plan is 8,100 is the amount of checks that I'm hoping to get to today. So we shall see how we go. You might get it at 8,192, just a thought. It could happen. That would be kind of funny, honestly. If that happened, that would be quite funny. I can't lie. Wouldn't mind a Legends game for Unova. Show us the legend behind the dragon that splits into the Unova dragons. That would be very cool. You think we'll get it today, Fish Fry? Hopefully. Good to see you, by the way. Anyways, I'm going back to sleep. Sounds good. Sounds good. Have a good sleep. I want to see a Pokemon world map. Yeah, that would be awesome. Take me, for example, though. In Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, they could have let us Shiny Hunter instead of it being a gift, because the only way to hunt Mew is in a Japanese version of Emerald, and that costs a fortune. Yes, that is true. That is true. Like I said, I'll always be on the side of I am team remove the shiny locks. You know, as I said, there's probably reasons for it. That being said, as a shiny hunter, I would like to be able to hunt every Pokemon, you know? Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia and Guardians are huge W games. They are. Guardian Science. Yes. Yes, they are. I loved the Ranger games. I don't know how or if they would do it for the Switch, but I'd love to see a Ranger game or a Ranger title on the Switch at some point. That would be awesome. The option to shiny hunt Mew and Jirachi in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl would have been so cool. I agree. Oh my gosh. Shiny hunting Jirachi. Ah, so cute. I love Jirachi. Uxie is going to learn Explosion mid-battle and boom itself since it doesn't seem, to not want you to get it. That's true. It does not want me to get it at this point, Kat. I don't even know what's going on with this thing at this point, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep hunting for this thing and hopefully I get it this month. I really, really want to get it this month, which is why I've been pretty adamant about, you know, I'm like, oh, I want to stream other things at the same time as do this. Like, I'm like, yes, I want to do the Minecraft stream. Yes, I want to finish Shield, but I'm like, I want to also get Shiny Uxie as well. You know, it would be really, really satisfying to end this hunt this month and then be able to start fresh. Like I said, for the new year, that would be really nice. Pokemon X and Y were underrated. I enjoyed them. Hoping Mega Evolution will be back in the future. The coolest thing is Pokemon ever created. Oh, compared to the other mechanics. I do really like Mega Evolution. I think we'll get it back. I believe it's, I'm sure it's pretty much confirmed, isn't it, for ZA? I could be wrong, but I think we're going to get it back for ZA. And, you know, that means new Mega Forms. And I totally agree with you. I love what they did with Mega Evolution. I love how they redesigned pre-existing Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, I think terrestrialized Pokemon are cute. I do think they're quite cute in that way. But like, come on. Megas were very cool, at least in the way that they looked. And I'm sure even in you know, I mean in battling as well. But I'm just saying, design-wise, they were pretty darn awesome. Patrols the bunker with my fully evolved shiny starters with their hidden abilities nearby and then walks back to my weapon stand. Okay, we need to prepare for the arrival of the others. You can't expect a child or person to pay hundreds, if not almost $1,000 just to buy an older game to hunt a shiny. It would be gatekeeping and not inclusive enough, for sure. I mean, I'm with you on that, Angel, for sure. Ari, hi! Favorite shiny Pokemon? Difficult to say, my absolute number one. I still need to go through all of them and like really narrow it down, but I will say one of my favorite shiny Pokemon is Pachirisu. I love Pachirisu. It's such a nice shiny. I love the pink. It's very cute. Some Australians I know told me they sometimes see kangaroos walking outside near people. Is that true? Yeah, I see kangaroos pretty often, to be honest, not far from where I live. So like you could easily just go for a drive around where I am and you would see kangaroos, usually in the afternoon. But yeah, they're around. They honestly don't get very close to you though. They're just kind of like, they're in little groups and they go and eat the grass and then they're gone, you know? Oh my gosh, Shiny Uxie, that's what it'll sound like when you find the thing. Made you look. Yeah, Tykel, I know. Oh gosh, I hope we can get it soon. That would be nice. Feel your pain. I've been 13 days of shiny hunting Turtwig and Platinum. You got this, Silver. I believe in you. I don't like Ranger. Worst side game. Mystery Dungeon is way better. Ranger described quickly is too long, didn't read, way too much text for the amount of gameplay. I Mystery Dungeon is my favorite side game as well. I love it. That being said, I did really enjoy Ranger as a kid. I thought it was really fun. I don't know. For me, I did enjoy it, but you know, it's fair if you didn't like it. If it's not your thing, I get that. ZA trailer confirmed Mega Evolution. How exciting! It is in. Okay, it is in. It is going to be in there. It is shown in the last seconds of the trailer. ZA leaks confirmed Mega Zygarde and Mega Zeraora. Really? Okay, that's going to be interesting to see. Sits back down on the bar stool. All right, to my fully evolved shiny starters with the hidden abilities. All right, everyone listen up. You'll be serving as guard ones. Is that clear? Agreement noises. No, you're all good, Baka. It's yeah. I'm still unsure with like that sort of stuff because I still think that anything can change, to be honest. Like I know this is one of those things. I take leaks with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean everyone else has to, but I feel like with leaks and stuff, I always take them with a grain of salt because I don't know if they're going to stick with things. I know sometimes they will change things up from what we get, you know, told on that because, you know, they kind of want things to be an element of surprise. That's just my opinion. I'm under the assumption that anything can change and nothing is set in stone until the game is released. So that's where my head is at with it. Welcome back, Kay. It's good to see you. And hello, Rupert Channel. Hello, hello. Do you think you can take a kangaroo in a shiny hunt? Ooh, that's a good question. You know, probably not. Probably not. Because it would make, what if it has a Joey in the pouch and then they can do double resets, you know? I find it so cool that you can just see kangaroos around. The most we get in England are pigeons, seagulls, and rats. Aww. That's cute. That's cute. I don't really see rats very often, but occasionally you can see them like in like late at night when it's really quiet in town. Sometimes. Probably more so mice, but I'm sure some of them are rats. It's, you know, rats are usually bigger, but they could be babies. I don't know. But yeah, kangaroos are kind of always around. Like I said, usually they kind of keep to themselves. Occasionally they will wander closer if they become curious, but I've never had that happen. They kind of just, they're more scared of us, I think, for the most part. You know, they just mind their own business, at least around here. So yeah. Also lots of possums as well. Hello again, Kays. I hope you're doing well. In my opinion, there is an annoying amount of dialogue in Sun and Moon. I know this is weird, but I really like story games. So for me, I never minded that. But I get if it's not for everyone. But I always liked, I like reading. I don't know. I don't know. I like reading in games. It's weird, but I've mentioned this before. Some of my favorite games are like the Walking Dead Telltale series, that kind of thing. Like I love all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I get that for not everyone, that's not going to be appealing to them. I hate it because it's so long. It takes so long to speedrun it. I need to play through it repeatedly so it does not stack and get on your nerves after the third item. No, that's fair. It would suck to not join streams if people were just gonna. No, that's understandable. Understandable. We try to dodge leaks. I know. I just kind of I see stuff and then I don't typically bring it up usually because I don't know what's true or not with leaks, but I get that. My sibling came home at work around 1:30 a.m. and they said they saw a fox last night. It annoys me because I've still yet to see a fox around and everyone else in my family always sees them. Oh, except me. That's so sad. I know that my nana, because she lives on property, like she lives like kind of far away from me, but she lives on property. And growing up, she said that there would be foxes at her place, and I was like, I always wanted to see one. Probably wouldn't want to see one, to be honest, in the wild because they try to get in and get the chickens and stuff like that. But I never got to see one in real life, you know, which kind of makes me sad because foxes for a long time were one of my favorite animals. I like Arctic foxes though. They were like my favorite when I was a kid. Arctic foxes and meerkats were definitely like up there for me. 8027 is my final guess. Everyone else with animals that seem normal. Me who sees and plays with the birds. I did actually have a group of magpies that used to come in. I used to feed them pretty frequently. They were pretty cool. They were older ones. It actually started with one older magpie that would come, and then I would go and, you know, get either like a bit of bacon out of the fridge or a little bit of like chicken or something. And I would just sort of like, okay, I would throw it at them and they would get closer. And then it started bringing like its group. And I used to feed them every day, like for a couple of years. And then they stopped showing up and that kind of made me sad, but they were pretty cool. What about koalas? Do you get a glimpse of them? And honestly, I've never seen a koala in the wild. To be honest, I've seen them in like enclosures and stuff like that, but I've never seen them in the wild. Just, I think where I am, they're not really just hanging around, but you can see them in certain parts, just chilling. Ooh, raccoons! We don't have raccoons here, and I'm really sad about that because they're super cute. I would love a raccoon as a pet. I've seen some people who have them as pets, and I don't know if that's like good for them or not. I know some animals sometimes need that help because they can't be on their own in the wild. But there was a video of this guy who he would feed the raccoons, I think hot dogs, and there would be like so many wild raccoons that would come to his porch and he would just feed them like hot dogs. And there was so many of them. I swear there was like 30 or 40. And I was like, that's probably the way I would like to end up if I was an old person, with a bunch of raccoons that would come visit me every day. We have tons of animals, from deer to bears. Oh, yeah, bears would probably be kind of scary. Like, I think they're cute, but I know that you shouldn't approach them. My family has a farm, and as a kid, it was really fun to help with the animals. That would have been really fun. No, I love that. Living in Texas, I see all kinds of birds since they migrate through there when the seasons change. Ooh, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be very, very cool. I feel like I don't really get to see a huge variety of birds in a certain way. Like, we have kookaburras. See kookaburras all the time, literally every single day. Magpies are chilling. Ibises, which are the bin chickens that everyone talks about, they come and go sometimes. You've got like rainbow lorikeets and stuff like that, which are quite pretty. And sometimes I'll see galahs, which are like pink and white grey birds. They're quite pretty too. But that's for the most part what you usually see. And then like your what are they called? There's another one, but I can't remember what they're called. But there's sort of like a standard grey bird around here. But yeah. Foxes are so cute. In Zelda Breath of the Wild, I promised myself never to hunt foxes for meat because they're so cute and I love taming them in Minecraft. Yes, in Minecraft, they're so cute. I desperately want a raccoon, but they aren't native to Scotland. Oh my gosh, I would love... Yeah, I would love one as well. Flamingos to parrots to eagles are a lot I see. You've seen flamingos? I've never seen a flamingo in real life. I saw foxes often from far ways or pancaked. Don't touch nature or the latter things, yeah, will happen more often. That's true. Try not to interfere. You can observe from afar, but getting involved can sometimes be detrimental to wildlife. So, you know. Did you know flamingo has a boxing glove shaped body? I just thought it's a normal flamingo, but Pokemon. I know. It's so cool. It's kind of a detail that I think gets overlooked when you see it from afar, but I remember when I was shiny hunting it and I had a better look at its body and I was like, wait, it's based on a boxing glove. I thought that was so darn cool. It didn't show up at 8008. What a party pooper. I know. It's being stubborn. This time of year, a lot of birds are here in Texas. Oh, let me do this real quick. I live near the Gulf, so it doesn't get that cold a lot, even in the winter. Oh, true. That'd be awesome. I believe raccoons aren't illegal in the UK, unfortunately. Aren't legal in the UK, unfortunately, but I think that they're so cute too. Yeah, they are adorable. Oh, they're just, I don't know. Every time I see a video of one, I'm like, really want one, you know? Jim Blackwood is the raccoon hot dog guy. If people want to check out that channel, super cute videos. Thank you. I didn't know the name. I actually saw it a couple of months ago and I was like, I love it. And then I never saw it again. I don't know where it went in my history. So I don't know if I accidentally cleared my history or something. I don't think I did, but it was gone and I couldn't find it. But that's so cute. Do people actually pronounce koalas? That's how we say it. Chat will be your raccoons. We'll come to see you every day. Aw, and I'll get you all some hot dogs ready. It'll be great. Foxes are cool, but I agree. Arctic foxes are adorable. Raccoons are cool too. We need more of them. I agree. I would love to see them, but I don't even know if you can see any of that kind of thing in Australia. Like raccoons, maybe, but I don't know about it if I can. To my fully evolved shiny starters with the hidden abilities, attack only when I command it. All agreement noises. I almost got sprayed by a skunk at one point. We don't have skunks here, I don't think. Skunks seem cute, but I understand that the smell is not. Off the top of my head, I have seen bald eagles, pelicans, woodpeckers, cardinals, yellow canaries, blue jays, and I have a funny falcon story, actually. That's so cool. Blue jays. Oh, and canaries. That's so cute. I'm kind of jealous. I'm not going to lie. And woodpeckers. Oh my gosh. See, that would be nice. Skunks are adorable too, and opossums. Yes. Raccoons, skunks, and opossums are the magical trash trio, I think. That is beautiful, and I think you're right. But they all are quite cute, in my opinion. That's awesome. I want to see more birds. They're my favorite types of animals. Oh, that's cool. Most that show up near here are gulls, and they're loud. I can imagine whenever I do end up going to the beach, I feel like there's always a big group of them, and you can hear them before you can see them. I don't get why red pandas are called red pandas when they're clearly ginger raccoons. Honestly, you know, that's valid. That is valid. Oh my gosh, but they're adorable too. They are super cute. Oh, red pandas just... I've seen so many videos of them holding things with their two little paws, and they look like hands, and it just melts my little heart. I love them. In the Bahamas, most animals are rare, but you would see them every once in a while. See, I feel like I've definitely had a few people tell me certain countries, like, you just don't see much wildlife full stop. And I'm like, that's so weird, because I feel like here you're just used to it. And I'm like, would that feel kind of like, I'm not saying sad in a bad way, but would that not feel kind of empty just walking around and you don't see, like, you know, a blue-tongued lizard just chilling? Like, you don't see, like, lizards everywhere. You don't see a bunch of bugs everywhere. Like, you know, like, I just feel like that'd be very strange. Like, you just get so used to it that it's like imagining them not being around is odd. More odd to me than like the latter, you know? I personally think sloths are so cute. They are just some chill dudes who love to, yeah, have one as a pet if only. Yes, my brother loves sloths so much. So much. I mean, it's funny. They seem very, you know, they're just chilling. They seem like cool dudes. I'm gonna be honest. No, Kai, good to see you. Yes, cat. Oh my gosh, seals. Oh my gosh. I can't show you right now, but literally yesterday I googled seals because I was like, I googled otters, and then I was like, but what about seals? And I googled them as well, and they're so cute. I love it. I've seen moose, wild turkeys, deers, raccoons, and tons of different birds. Oh, that'd be cool to see a moose. I would love to see a moose. They seem so cute. I don't know. I'm sure that, like, once again, they're dangerous. You don't want to get close because, you know, when they're spooked and frightened, you know, things can go crazy. But still, they seem like such beautiful animals. When my mum went to Hawaii, she said it's very common to see sea turtles hanging out near resorts. It's legal to interact with them though. Yes, yeah, actually. I don't live on the beach, but I live relatively a decent drive from the beach. Like, there's a lot of beaches, obviously all across Australia. And some of the beaches near us, actually, they have this big thing where you can go in the morning and you can go turtle watching because there's the turtle hatching season where you can go and you can sit kind of like, it's not in their way, so it doesn't interfere with them, but you can actually go and watch all the turtles be hatched and do their, like, waddle from the sand to the water. And it's actually really, really, like, a really nice experience. If you do get to come to Australia and that option is available to you at that time of year, I would find somewhere reputable, and I would honestly do that because it's one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. I think it's awesome, honestly. Are you chill dudes who low-key don't give a dang? For sure. Hydration and food check while you're at it. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Angel Lover. I appreciate that. Hydration reminder courtesy of Angel Lover. Scotland has otters. Okay, I'm gonna lose it. I love otters. They're so cute. Have you ever seen a sea bunny? If not, you should Google it. They're my second favorite sea animal, second to orcas. You know, I feel like I've definitely heard of the word of sea bunnies. I've heard of sea bunnies, but I don't remember what they look like. I will look it up after the stream. I will check it out because they sound cute. It depends. Here we have a lot of forest on different islands. Where I'm from, you've got parrots, raccoons, and most seen wildlife, not including lizards and yellow-bellied birds. Everywhere else depends. Dang, that's quite cool. Hatching for some shiny Galarian Meowth for someone. Oh, you are? I wish you luck, Umbreon. I hope you're able to get some sparkles soon. My grandmother, when she was alive, she accidentally got a moose with her car. That would have been, I feel like that would have been like pretty full on for both parties. Hopefully it's illegal. Yeah, that would be horrible. I know here it is. Yeah, if you interfere with the turtles hatching here, you will get fined and potentially jail time. Like, there's signs everywhere if it's one of the beaches where that happens. We have turtles and sharks too, and a lot of jellyfish. Yeah. We do get sharks. I know that is a thing. And jellyfish as well. Manatees. I like manatees, honestly. I do. And we also get stingrays. Lots of stingrays. Now time to travel to Scotland? I think so. I want to see some otters. The mantis shrimp? I like mantis shrimp, to be honest. Turtle hatching is so adorable. It makes me sad in documentaries though when the crabs and seagulls attack them. Yeah, I know that it is sad. I mean, it does break my heart. That's the thing. It's like whenever you watch a documentary, you always feel bad for the way that it's framed whenever you're watching like the turtles go into the water. But then if you watch it flip side when the other animals need to survive, it's like you want them to thrive. It does suck though. It's like I want them all to live. You know? No. And yes, good luck to Umbreon. We have otters here in the northeast US. Dang. Why don't we have otters? You know, we do have platypus, but I've never actually seen a platypus in real life. I feel like they're quite rare, to be totally honest with you. I'm chill, but I wouldn't say I don't give a dang. Although in Monster Hunter, I'm a complete opposite of chill. Some games be doing that. Scotland's got red squirrels as well, and orcas, although I've never seen an orca. Oh, I have seen whales actually at the said beaches I talked about. I have seen whales. They do be around. You do see whales, which is really, really cool. Oh, but red squirrels. I've never seen a squirrel. I wish we had them here. I hatched my first Poképelago shiny today. I dreaded got into Beast Ball. Christmas came early. It seems it did. Congratulations. I think it might have been worse for the car than the moose. They're pretty insane from what I've heard. Yeah, it kind of sounds similar to a lot of kangaroo accidents that happen. If you're in sort of like a regular sedan, usually it doesn't end well here. Yeah, not great. Not great. I'll have adamant livable HA non-shinies with egg moves. 5 to 6 IV. Dang. All right. Mantis shrimp. I want to fight one, but I know I'm a lose. Yeah, that's it. What do you think of seahorses? Oh my gosh. I love them, but almost no one talks about them. Yes. I remember when I was younger, I was like, can I own a seahorse? Like, I get the fish are cool, but can I own a seahorse? I don't think that I can unless you have a license and only certain seahorse. So it's like kind of a thing, but I would love to have one. I think they're really cute. I think seahorses are actually really, really cute. We don't talk about stingrays. They know what they did. That's true, Kronos. Honestly induced one of the most horrific events of my childhood, to be honest. My minor was in wildlife ecology. Nature be brutal. Yes, absolutely be brutal. I mean, I definitely didn't get that far for sure. So I can imagine some of the stuff that you would have seen in that. But I know growing up, I was really interested in watching a lot of the nature documentaries that would come on to like National Geographic and stuff. That used to be my jam as a kid. I used to love watching that, but I would always cry whenever I'd see one of the animals not make it. I'd be like, no. I remember Meerkat Manor. I used to watch all of Meerkat Manor all the time. And I remember when they would like exile a meerkat and they'd leave it, and I'm like, why can't they just go help the meerkat? And they're like, they can't interfere, and I'm like, well, I don't care. That would make me cry. Oh my gosh. I don't want to say exactly what I think I've said this before, but I'm not going to say exactly what my email address was, but my email address was related to the Meerkat Manor show. My first email address as a kid, like my first email address ever, was related to the Meerkat Manor show. So I was a big fan. Oh, hi, Sophia. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I got stung a lot by stingrays, but seahorses are cool. Have you? I've never been stung by a stingray. I've seen them around just randomly at the beach, but you try to kind of avoid them. You just sort of stand still and let them go past and do their thing. We have tons of squirrels here, from grey to black squirrels. Oh, that's cute. I've held baby huskies before. They're so soft, it's ridiculous. Baby huskies? Ah, I've only seen full-grown huskies, never babies. You gotta be careful though with some stingrays. You really do. I went to the Sea Life Center during the summer with some friends, and it was so lovely. Saw penguins and a bunch of exotic fish, of course. Sharks, jellyfish, sea dragons. I could live there actually. Yeah, I know. Like, back when I was younger, I thought I was going to get into marine biology. That was something I was really thinking I was going to do and follow through on. I never did in the end because I was like kind of talked out of it, as in, you know, I wanted to save all of the animals, and I was told that you're probably going to not save more than you would, but I still have a deep fascination for them. I hope they make a Thorny Devil Pokemon in the future. Maybe a regional... Ooh, Scraggy. Yes, that would be so cool. Oh, that would be awesome. Apparently, maybe like a... I guess Dark and Ground could work. That would be cool. Apparently seahorses are very social creatures. They mate for life, dance with their partners, and there are even instances of them blushing with one another. Oh, I love them. I want a seahorse. I want 8, so then each one has a partner. That'd be so cute. In the mind of the people, stingrays went extinct that day. Yeah, that's true. Albino animals are really cool. I've even seen albino gators and even a capybara. I haven't seen an albino capybara. That's so cute. Super cute, like a real life shiny. Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, that's good, Sophia. Imagine the email was something like, please let the meerkats back in. Not quite, but I like that. I should have used that. Tony says, anyway, I got to head off. I have some errands to run in a bit. I'll run in a bit. So nice being here and chatting as always. Blessing you with a shiny luck and bye. Goodbye, Tony. I appreciate you hanging out. It's good to see you again. And I hope that everything goes smoothly with the errands. Have a good one. I have a question for you. How do you get shinies from the egg method? Like as in Masuda method? The best thing you can do, I would say, I'm bad with words. And I would recommend if you look up the thing to look up would be how to Masuda method hunt shiny Pokemon. There are some really great videos that explain it on YouTube, but essentially you want to get a Ditto from a region that isn't yours. So let's say you're in Australia, you would want to get a Ditto from Japan, and then the other Pokemon you want to breed for. So let's say your target is Sprigatito, you would have this Sprigatito be from your region. So the Sprigatito would be from Australia if you're in Australia, and then the Ditto is the one that would be from another region. And then you would breed through that, and that would give you the best odds for Masuda method hunting. The rule for no interference is allowed to be broken. Only if certain events would happen. I remember when a team was allowed to help a penguin group, which all would have perished without help. Oh, true. Okay. See, now I feel like some of the things that made me cry as a kid, listen, emotional damage was pertained, you know, in those days. Oxford, hello. Just got off a 13-hour shift. Just wanted to say I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Oh my gosh, I hope you're doing all right and that it wasn't too rough, and I hope you got some yummy food to eat. Oh my goodness. I hope you're having a good day too, though. And the males birth the babies. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. They do, don't they? I did find a purple-headed duck once, where they normally have green heads on the males around here. I consider that my one real-life shiny encounter. Oh. That's pretty cool. I love that. That's why Nerd's just so fun to be in. Because you just find stuff, you know, that you wouldn't normally see. And I feel like it's so exciting. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Hear about the time when people had to FaceTime garden eels during the pandemic to make sure the eels didn't become afraid of humans anymore? No, I didn't. Is that a real thing? Dang. Japanese Ditto is usually the way to go. Yeah. Because I always find that they're the easiest ones that I end up finding through like online trading and stuff. Unpopular opinion, maybe. Maned wolves are one of the prettiest animals in my opinion. Literally a foxwolf. Yeah, I like them too. Like, if I'm being completely honest, the only creature or animal that I'm not a fan of are cane toads or toads because I'm scared of them. But I've always had that fear since I was a little girl. So that's, you know, me being biased. You know, I don't wish anything bad on the toads. But, you know, I just don't want them to get close to me. That's the main thing. I love penguins. Penguins are adorable. I love penguins as well. Penguins deserve the best. Hey, Togemon, good to see you. Welcome. Aussie Sprigatito shrimp. Shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, that's it. You know what? I feel like I definitely don't barbecue as much as maybe what someone would expect for an Australian. I don't know. I don't know. I would like to more though, because I feel like barbecued foods are genuinely very, very good. But I feel like our barbecuing is very different comparative to like, you know, maybe barbecuing in the US and that, but I don't know. Yeah, but what if someone does a VTubing toad and it's cute? Oh, I have yet to see it. I have yet to see it. But to be fair, if it's a realistic one, it would probably terrify me. Swan ducklings sleep on their parents' back when they swim. That is so cute. And I think it's super cute. Kind of like how opossums carry their young. Yeah, that's adorable. I love that. That's really cute. I'm going to have to Google that after the stream. I've seen a video of a woman being handed a really thick raccoon, and I think I'd cry if someone handed me a thick raccoon. You know, honestly, that would be super cute. That would be super, super cute. Like that raccoon's been getting fed, you know? I've seen a lot of penguins. I've even been in the same room as a bunch of them. Have you? I'm very jealous. I don't think I've ever seen a penguin in real life, to be totally honest with you. I'd love to at some point. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely love to. I think penguins are adorable. They're so cute. But I don't know. It's just... they're not around where I am. I'd have to travel. But don't get me wrong. I would. Has anyone seen Pesto the penguin? No, we were talking about pesto yesterday though, but pesto sounds really cute. Hi Nexus, I'm back for a bit. The only creatures I'm not a true fan of are mosquitoes. I can be in the deepest sleep ever and then just one buzz wakes me up instantly. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for toads. I feel bad for mosquitoes. I feel bad for cockroaches because it's not their fault that they are what they are, you know? So it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, I don't want them to have harm. I don't want them to suffer. I just would rather they honestly didn't exist, but they do. And so, you know, I will just keep my distance from mostly toads, you know, to be honest. But mosquitoes are a tricky one because it's like, you know, I don't really want them buzzing on me. I learned a lot about mosquitoes though. I know that mosquitoes that actually do go for you are females because the females are the ones that need to suck your blood in order to be able to like have babies. And also they're attracted to potassium. And I was told that if you go camping and people are getting bothered by mosquitoes to bring a banana and give it to someone you don't like. So then they eat the banana and then the mosquitoes will target them. Fun fact, the more you know. Stream went for Uxie, focused to animal fun facts stream. I love fun facts about animals. For the most part. Sometimes the facts are not so much fun and more sad, but for this stream they've been pretty good. When baby king penguins are scared, they tend to run behind their parent. I don't know if they do, but just imagine. That does sound really cute. We protect Buttercup from toads and frogs. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, it's one of those things because they're very common here, especially where I live. They are everywhere and there are a lot of them and I am scared of them. I don't tend to like being outside at nighttime because they're always around. I have memories of the house that I lived in as a kid. There was this one pipe that came out of the ground and it was always filled with water. And every single day, I was little. I wasn't even in school yet, I don't believe. These are like some of my first sentient memories of being alive. And every single day there would be a toad just peeking its eyes out from the water watching me. And it would scare me so much. It would scare me so much as a kid. I would always go and check if it was there and every day it would be there without fail. And I would always look at it. And it would look at me, and I think just the fact that it watched me, you know the videos I've told you guys about the crocodiles watching you? It was like a mini crocodile, but it was a toad. And I think it's the way that they jump at you. I think that scares me as well. Like they just jump at you and they don't care. And like, I've heard them make some scary noises. I don't know, they freak me out. I'm sorry. I know every time I'm like, I'm scared of toads and like, I'm not going to lie, by proxy, I am a little bit scared of frogs as well. I wouldn't touch a frog. I wouldn't be able to pick one up because they terrify me. I think there's cute frog art and stuff like that. But in real life, they do scare me. But like, oh, they just scare me. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't. I've tried to conquer my fear and step near one, but genuinely, I believe at this point it's a full-on phobia because I just see one. If I am on my phone and a picture of one goes on my phone, I throw my phone. Like I can't do it. It scares me that much. So, not a fan. Not a fan at all. You know how tigers have striped fur? Funny enough, their skin is also striped. Oh, is it? You know what? That kind of reminds me of when one of my dogs had to get needles and they shaved her paw, and she had little spots on her skin underneath. It was cute. It was like little freckles. I don't care for mosquitoes, so what if I'm a monster? That's okay. That's fair. Mosquitoes should just perish. Unfortunately, they're probably the one thing I think unanimously that most people are like, you know what? We could do without the mosquitoes. Bananas, that's right. RW6, hi, the hunt it's still going, that's for sure. Good to see you, I hope you're well. Spiders, there's too many legs and too many arms. I actually don't mind spiders, but I get that people are scared of them. Koalas might be the most relatable animal ever. They can sleep for 22 hours a day, and that's so real. Sometimes I think I was meant to be a koala, to be honest. How do you post almost daily shinies with thousands of encounters? I honestly hunt all the time. I'm not even kidding you. I spend... at a minimum 10 hours a day shiny hunting, to be honest with you. Sometimes that goes up to 16 to 18 hours a day. And there's definitely been periods of time where I've missed shinies, but at the moment, I wouldn't say I'm doing daily videos, but the shorts are like backlogs from old videos, to be honest. And another thing as well, I'm always trying to stay ahead on videos, always. I've always, pretty much since I started YouTube, I've always made sure that I've had at least 4 to 6 videos ready in advance. So sometimes there's a little bit of a lack of uploads when I get behind. But that's when I'll do a card video when I need some more time to catch up or something like that. So yeah, but I spend a lot of time. I literally do nothing else, like, except for shiny hunt. To be honest, just being real. Maybe that's sad, but yeah. Have you seen the video of the baby rhino charging at the wildebeest? It's so cute when it realizes it's not intimidating the wildebeest and it runs back to its mother. Yes, I've seen that, Tykel. It is so cute. I love it. And did you know baby elephants suck their trunks? Oh, for comfort. So it's kind of like how how humans suck their thumbs. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I did not know the mosquitoes are more attracted to potassium. I should stay away from bananas when it's mosquito season. Probably not a bad idea. I wonder if you could potentially put a banana out and it would maybe go for the banana, but I feel like that wouldn't work because it realized that it isn't getting what it needs from it. But yeah. Me and all my frog Pokemon stare at you. I'm going to be honest. I love Politoed and Poliwag a lot. So, like I said, if it's a cutesy cartoon, it's not so bad, but realistically, like the realistic looking ones, that scares me. Benji, hi, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. What is your opinion of Australia banning children and teenagers from social media? Correction from last time. The law got passed and social medias have 1 year to work on a method to ensure it. I didn't even know that it got insured. I'm going to be honest. I still think that the youth will get around it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know that it passed. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they've done that with so many things here. Like they always ban things and then like it still happens anyway. People just get around it. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have children. I don't have anyone like that it directly affects. So I don't know how it will affect things. I imagine that people will still get around it in some way, but yeah. I love bees, especially honeybees. They're so cute. Yes, they are. Actually, one of my neighbors up the back actually has a full-on bee farm. And they are cute little dudes. 880 is the magic number. I guess we'll see. What's my favorite? Ooh, shiny legendary that I found. I'm going to be honest. I was really proud of Arceus because of how long it took. It's not my favorite shiny legendary, but it was probably one of my favorite that I've hunted in the sense that like, I feel like I really worked hard for it. Wasps can go to heck. I hate them. I'm allergic to their stings, so I freak out whenever one gets near me, which just ups the chances of me being stung. Yes. No, that's very, very valid. You know what's funny? And I'm not defending them because if you're allergic, that adds a whole nother layer to it. But I have the neighbors that have the bees like up the back, and we had wasps as well. I was never stung by any of the wasps, and they were actually closer to the house than what the bees were, but I've been stung by multiple bees, and they're further away when I would like mow the yard and stuff. So I don't know if it's just the ones where I am, but like the wasps here were super chill. The bees were not so super chill. I'm going to be honest, but there can be some very nasty wasps. So I understand that. Let me do this. I don't blame you for being afraid of frogs and toads. No shame in that. You might remember how I had an extreme phobia of spiders when I was a kid. Yes, I do remember that. I feel like the most common ones for like creatures are typically spiders and snakes, and I get it. I feel like the thing is that they have in common is there's like a creepiness to them, isn't there? There's like a crawliness, and I can understand that. Luckily, it went away over time, but some spiders still scare me, especially when they get super close. Yeah, no, that's valid. I mean, I completely understand not wanting to have them on you. Like, I understand a lot of people maybe it's not a phobia, but it's like I don't want one on me. I get that. Like, I've had that happen here because there are a lot of spiders here. It doesn't bother me so much. Like, I'm not going to freak out and like cry with spiders. But I know a lot of people who do, you know, even though we're around them pretty often. So I get that. Like I said, I'm scared of toads, so I'm not going to judge someone for being scared of something else. You know what I mean? Throws in a nose pass with a toad on its head. Kronos, how could you? I have a big spider phobia and snake phobia. Brother Cup is not a fan of snakes. I don't really, like, I'm going to be honest, I'm not bothered by snakes. I've had to move them before. Like, it is what it is for me. But yeah, Brother Cup does not like snakes. There's a giant wasps in Japan that I would hate to see. Yeah, we were talking about those actually the other stream as well, and I did look them up, but they can get kind of big. I do not blame anyone for being uncomfortable by them. Even the non-big ones as well, to be fair. Do you have any tips for a long shiny reset hunt? Honestly, the best tips I can give is when you need a break, take a break. Like for me, a lot of the time, if I feel that I'm getting overwhelmed or burnt out on a shiny hunt, I will switch up the hunt that I'm doing. For some people, it means entirely taking a break from shiny hunting, but usually if one hunt is taking a really long time and I'm not feeling it, I will just switch up the hunt that I'm doing. So that's probably a big thing I would recommend. Taking breaks is always a good thing. It stops you from burning out, and that way you can get back into it. So yeah. How many shiny Pokemon do I have approximately? That's a good question. I don't know if you want to count Pokemon Go. into that or not, but including Pokemon I've hunted also before I was doing YouTube, I have a few hundred, I'll say that. If we count Pokemon Go, I've got over 1,000, but that, yeah, there's a few. I don't have the exact number though, to be completely honest with you. Used to be afraid of spiders and scorpions. Oh, let me do this real quick. But after learning that many aren't lethal, I'm not so scared of them. Still hate wasps and hornets though. That's very valid. Are those weird like jacket hornet wasps? What on earth is that about? There's no need. They literally look like little mech bugs, don't they? Jobster, hi! Kyun! Giving lots of shiny luck. Hi, Buttercup. How are you? I'm doing good, thank you. It's good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well and welcome. I was never scared of spiders until one jump scared me by crawling out of a toy I had as a kid. I think they're pretty, but I feel like I got jump scared too hard. That's very valid. I feel like that's kind of why me and Toads don't jam together. Is like because that one that used to watch me when I was a kid, it scared me, and as a child I was a lot closer to it, like in height, you know. So over 8,000 soft resets and still no shiny. I know, Luigi, it's brutal. And also, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. No shiny particles didn't appear in 777 Sag. I know. It's so sad. We tried. Face reveal then? I don't have any plans to do a face reveal anytime soon. Never say never, but nothing in the works at the moment. Yeah, take a break. If my friend isn't busy later, I'm going to take a break and hop on Mario Kart. That'll be so fun. You should. Bumblebees are cute too. I always let them in my flowers in the spring peacefully. I know this might be weird, but I talk to them. No, that's not weird. I think that's adorable. I think that's adorable. I talk to the animals and things around me as well. Even if they're not like a pet, I still talk to them. I totally get it. That's a lot, lol. It is a lot. But to be fair, I will say in my grace, that's if you include Pokemon Go. And to be fair, I have been shiny hunting for not like the whole time, but like getting close to like a decade and a half, to be fair. So I've put a lot of time into it. So, you know, that's probably a big part why. I'm scared even horrified of snakes. I can't look at them. I can look at them from afar, but if it gets too close, my flight reflex gets triggered. It's because of movies and me being close to snake enclosures. No, I think that's totally fair. That's me with toads. Like, I can see them from afar, but if they start hopping towards me, it's over. I run, I jump, I become the world's fastest person. Like, yeah, I totally get it. I can't even control it either. When am I hunting space jellyfish? That's a good question. Well, hopefully I'll get the 3DS recording. I see what you're trying to do there, Kronos. I'm hopefully going to have that sorted and then I'll be able to go for it at some point. I've actually hunted it before. There's a lot of Pokemon I've hunted before I was doing YouTube, but it's been a long time since I've done a lot of those hunts. I touched or held a snake during a science camp field trip before. It was a really interesting experience. I definitely will be afraid of going anywhere near a snake in the wild. Yeah, I mean, I would never encourage you to go pick up one in the wild, that's for sure. Especially because they're going to be more scared, so they're more likely to lash out, you know? I wouldn't recommend it. But I remember that I've told you guys we get a lot of flooding here, and sometimes that does bring the snakes a bit closer to like our actual house. And I have dogs, so there was a snake that wandered into our yard, and like for the most part, I would not recommend it, but we had to move it, so had to move it somewhere else so then it wasn't up near the animals because, you know, I don't want anything happening to my doggies. But yeah, that was a couple years ago, but yeah. I'm doing well. Make sure to stay hydrated. Yes, yes. Thank you, Jobster. I appreciate that. And hydration reminder. Yes, yes, of course. Thank you. Full body model reveal when? I want to draw you so bad, but I can't tell how to draw some parts of the clothes. No, you're okay. I'm trying to think if I have any art that is like a little bit easier to see. The thingy, what's it called? The outfit. If I can find some. I'm trying to think if my Discord icon is a better replication of that. But honestly, like even if you want to leave it up to interpretation, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I started my shiny hunting journey back in Gen 6. Oh, did you? That's awesome. I love that. My first shiny was in Sapphire, but that wasn't a targeted hunt. That was before I even knew if shiny Pokemon were actually legit. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, thank you, Stephen. How are you? Hello. What is my rarest shiny moment? I feel like for me, that shiny actually, my first shiny was actually in Sapphire, and that was a Goldeen. That was pretty rare, to be fair. And then also a targeted hunt that I did was for the shiny starter Poplar in Ultra Moon. That was a big hunt to do. It took like a substantial amount of time, but I was so consistent with that hunt. But That one felt pretty good to get. It felt rare. It felt special. I'm with you for talking to animals. We have crows and cats that stop by our yard, and I wave and say hi when I see them. Oh, that's so precious. Yes. My neighbors have cats that wander around into our yard. They have a black cat and a white cat, and I think there's an orange one as well, but I don't know if it's the neighbors or someone up the street. And they always like to hang out in our front yard, and I always say hi to them. And I hope one day I'll get to the point where I can maybe give them a pat, but they're super cute. It deserves a name when talking about hunting it. It does. Space jellyfish, I think, works well for now, right? I did touch snakes before, like a hazel snake. Okay. Of a friend in elementary school. I wasn't scared of it, but it's slithery and weird. Yeah, we often did, we would get wildlife chats, like in primary school and stuff like that, and there would be a guy who would sometimes come in with snakes, and we would be able to hold some of them. If we wanted to. We weren't forced to, but I always did. I thought they were so cool. I used to watch the Discovery Channel, and I remember them saying snakes don't like vodka. The more you know. I didn't even know that. How interesting. Oh, hi, Zia. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. And I'm back again, Jordan. Over 8K. This Uxie is not having it. No, it isn't. My first shiny after shiny Gyarados was a shiny Magikarp in gold. Go figure. I love it. You completed the first set for your first 2 shinies. That's right. This shall go long. Yeah, I think so. Speaking of cats, my cat has arrived. He says, mew meow, mew mew, meow meow mew. Meow meow, mew meow, meow. Oh, hi, CT. Good to see you. I found a shiny Necrozma today in DAs. Well done. Very nice. I still haven't hunted for Necrozma yet, actually. So eventually we'll get there. Well done. Wind scorpions are pretty much the only creature I can't stand. In practice, I worked with all kinds of pets, but also wildlife, and was willing to work with everything. I like that. I think that was kind of where I was a little bit concerned. I was like, well, I wouldn't want to pick up a toad. So maybe that's where I would have to draw the line. But everything else I would genuinely be pretty much fine with. I can't think of anything else that would bother me. So I don't know. I'm with you there. I hope I can pet the cat that stopped by our yard someday. There used to be a stray white bunny that stopped by our front yard, and I was able to give it a few small pets. Oh, that's so cute. I wish I could see bunnies here. Sometimes you'll see hares in the wild, but they are like super scared of people. Like you only ever really see them wandering at night, and as soon as they catch on that someone's around, they are gone. Very skittish. Snack check. Oh yeah, if you guys need to go grab a snack, get something to eat, get something to drink. Do your thing. Have a neighbor calico cat that won't leave you alone if you start petting it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. I love that a lot. I would really love to have a cat of my own someday. I think it's something I want to do. Maybe if I don't know, if I get somewhere a little bit more permanent to live, or like, I don't know, my own space, because I know that, I don't know, I think I could warm up Mother Cup and Brother Cup to a cat at some point, but right now it's not really in the cards. But I think at some point later in the future, I would like to get a cat, maybe a big fluffy one. Although I would like to get a black cat. I think that they're quite cute as well. I don't know. I think I say that, but then I'm like, you know what? If I go to get a cat, I'll let the cat pick me. That's usually the method I have. Oh, we have wild rabbits here. Oh, I love rabbits. Like I said, I would love to have a pet rabbit, but you can't have them as pets where I live, sadly. Do you have a fave shiny starter? I really, really like shiny Decidueye and Rillaboom. You know what? Seeing someone appreciate shiny Rillaboom makes me really happy, because I feel like no one ever says that. And you know what? It actually is a decent shiny, to be honest. A favorite shiny starter. I will say I do think, because I did that Popplio hunt, I was really proud of myself. So that line to me is pretty special. I do really like shiny Fennekin as well. And also Mudkip. Mudkip's quite good. Once again, totally not biased at all. And of course, I do like Sprigatito shiny too. There's a lot that I like, but those are probably my top picks for sure. Do you have any tips for Scarlet and Violet Masuda hunting, since collecting eggs is annoying? Honestly, there's not too many tips that I can say for that one. Make sure you're using your hatch, your sandwiches, utilizing those, because they can help with, like, you know, making hatching and stuff faster. But if I'm being honest, I don't tend to do many Masuda hunts in Scarlet and Violet, just because I'm more accustomed to hunting in Sword and Shield. I find that system works a little bit better, but I'm with you on that. Masudaing in that game can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're not doing it consistently. Or maybe it's just me, but I feel like I struggle with getting in the groove to being super efficient with that one. I have pics of it so I can share it sometime. I was sad since it turned out someone let it loose and got rid of it. Oh, and there were hawks in our neighborhood. Luckily, it was given to someone. Well, that's good if someone was taking care of it. That makes me feel a little bit better. Monkeys are my least favorite animal. They creep me out. I feel like I like monkeys. I know that they can be incredibly strong, certain species, and they can be incredibly smart. I don't know. I like them. I don't know. I get why people could be scared of them though. I think that that's like another thing depending, because I know like gorillas are super, super strong, and like, you know, I think that, I don't know if it's baboons, but I know that there's certain species that can be like a bit more aggressive off to boot. But even then, like, I don't know. I kind of like monkeys. Use a level 2 sandwich and not a level 3 one for eggs because it's not worth the Herba Mystica, and you get 10 eggs every 5 minutes with level 2. Ooh, I didn't realize that, Kat. Thank you for the heads up. But yeah, utilize your sandwiches to make it more efficient. And honestly, what I do is I will sit down and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to fill this many boxes with eggs ideally, or I'm going to go for this long collecting eggs. And then once I've collected a bunch, then I just go and hatch them for as long as I can. But yeah, I tend to prefer it more so in Sword and Shield. What would be your perfect shiny? Popplio and Mudkip? What would they look like? IVs and nature would be interesting to know. I feel like my Popplio that I got in Ultra Moon, I mean, I don't use it for competitive, but that one to me is like perfect as it is. Like that is my little trophy. That is my like, mwah, you know? For a Mudkip, I mean, I know Mudkip can be quite good when it comes to battling and stuff. So I don't know what that would look like in terms of what the best like IVs in nature would be. But whatever makes that as like competitively viable as possible, because I always use my Swampert in Pokemon Go for like almost everything that I do. To be honest, like it's a good Pokemon. I had to Misty to hunt his sway in Arcanine since January in Scarlet and Violet, and I'm so frustrated. I don't know why it doesn't want to shine. Oh, I feel that pain. Temperamental shiny hunts, especially egg hunts, are so brutal. It feels like they take so long. So I totally get that. I really do wish you luck though, and I hope you can get some sparkles on it soon. I think baboons are among the most dangerous monkeys. I was thinking it was something like that. I was like, I couldn't remember off the top of my head, but I know that especially in the wild, they are very, I think it's territorial. I think they're quite territorial. Gonna go for a bit, but still in chat. If you see a shiny, have a crazy reaction so I can come back. Of course, Kat, of course. You'll definitely know about it if I get the shiny. I'm a little worried. I don't want to wake up Mama Cup because she's in the room next to me, but she knows. I told her before she went to bed, I was like, I'll be streaming, so I'm sorry. I try to be quiet, but if a shiny happens, she's like, it's all right. I'll sleep through it. I'm like, all right. Oh. Don't save before you breed boxes of eggs. That way you don't have to release all the shinies individually if you don't get a shiny. Ah, okay. That's a good tip. I never thought to try that actually. See, I always end up saving because I'll do prep like when I'm collecting eggs. Like in any game, I'll do that usually when I'm not recording. Like if I want to lay in bed and I want to work on something for a video, I would just like go and collect a bunch of eggs, and then I'd be like, okay. And then when I want to record, I'll go and open them. But I guess if you don't have Pokemon home and you don't want to like go through the process of removing a bunch, that's not a bad idea. There's a restaurant in Alphanada that sells a meal with egg power too. You can set up to hatch in that town and just renew the egg power by buying the meal instead of needing to make the sandwich. That's very handy actually. Yeah, I forgot. I never really utilized that as much as I should. That is a good tip though. For Scarlet, I usually get the meal in Alphanada restaurant that gives the egg power boost. Yeah, I guess you guys are onto this. Me on the other hand, maybe I need to get some of these tips actually. To answer your question about our favorite shiny starter, I like them all. That's very fair. Adamant Swampert, is that the nature you'd go for? I would not know, so I will trust you on that. My mum managed to sleep through the entire Harry Potter 3 movie in the cinema. It was so loud. I don't know how she did it. I know. Some people are just built like that. I couldn't. I'm so bad with that. I am the lightest sleeper I know. Like if I hear someone just on the other side of the house put a cup down too loud, it'll wake me up. Like I hate it, honestly. It's so frustrating. But the weirdest thing is I need light noise to sleep. Like I love to have my fan going even in the middle of winter because the sound, right? Like I can't sleep in the complete silence, but sounds that are like out of that realm, it's like my body's just like, is that a threat? Like I don't even know. It's so weird. At the Water Gym City, save, go to the fancy restaurant, buy a level 2 egg power sandwich, run out, picnic for full sandwich, then buy another sandwich, have flame body mon, then hatch. There we go. This is why chat is the W. They got all the juice. They got all the sauce. Thank you very much. That's very helpful. Hopefully that helps a little bit with breeding Eclipsio. I hope it does. I just don't like the sandwich mechanic, to be honest. I like building the sandwiches. I wish that they lasted a little bit longer is probably what I would like to say, because I feel like for how much effort it takes to get Herba Mystica for my sandwich to last 30 minutes, and if I need to do anything in that time, I feel like I'm stressing out. I feel like it'd be cool if it was a little bit longer. I feel like you see so many Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. I don't even use sandwiches. I hunt with the shiny Charmlords. Ah, okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. If you don't get shiny with that batch, rinse and repeat. That's it. Sadly, I have to go, but I'll keep you on for support. I'll be listening for a crazy reaction if you see the shiny. Have fun and best wishes with the shiny hunting. You got this. Thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that. Yes, of course. You'll be hearing about it if I get the shiny. For sure. But you take care, Nexus, and thank you for hanging out. I'm a light sleeper, but taking melatonin has always helped me sleep better. I do have melatonin, but I know my doctor was very adamant and like, do not take this like for a long period of time because you can become very dependent on it and then your body will struggle to produce its own melatonin if you are like too reliant on it. So it's kind of made me a little bit scared of taking it unless it's like one of those things where I'm like, I know I need to try to force myself to get to sleep, but I haven't found out like a really good long-term solution. I just kind of like... I just really try to sleep whenever I do get tired and try to hold it for as long as I can, to be honest. I go through ebbs and flows of having an okay sleep schedule to just being like, I don't know what's going on, but as long as I get rest, I'll take it. Also, hydration check. Yes, hydration check, courtesy of Nexus. Remember to hydrate. I hatch like 70 to 80 eggs in half an hour. I go to the city of the Psychic Gym and buy food in a store with Egg Power 2. Hatching process is sandwich. With Egg Power 2 and Flame Body Mon first. Yes, Flame Body is always great to have. What are the best Pokemon to use when shiny hunting Pokemon with annoying abilities or recoil moves? It really depends on what the move is. I know that depending on what it is, you can get the move Disable, which if they use a certain move once and then use Disable, it should stop them from being able to continuously use that move. That is something that I would probably recommend. Obviously, certain moves like Perish Song, that's probably not going to really help you because if the Perish Song lands and it's successful, then, you know, it's 3 turns and then it's, you know, GG's. But gosh, I know that that's probably one move I could recommend for something like that. Annoying abilities, it sort of depends on what ability, because different abilities need different counters. Like if and also this is I guess on the move thing, let me give you one other bit of advice. If the Pokemon knows certain moves, check what level it is and then check what the move set it could know in the wild is, because if it has a move like Explosion, if you have a Pokemon with the ability Damp, it automatically means that they can't use that move, so they won't take themselves out. I would really recommend this. Best thing you can do is check out the moveset before you go for a target and then kind of strategize accordingly from there. Honestly, Googling that and what is the best thing is usually what I do. I'm also lucky that I have an amazing chat that there's a lot about countering. So whenever I'm confused, they'll help me out with that sort of stuff. But yeah, I would say Cerebi is a good place to go because it'll actually tell you what move and then it will give you a description of that move. So it'll tell you if it's going to damage the opponent, if it's going to maybe give them a certain status effect, if it'll be, you know, an instant feint. So that's probably my best recommendation. If you suspend the game by sitting on the home menu, you don't burn sandwich time. Oh, okay. Of course, Nexus. Thank you. Hi, Zodiac. Let's get the cheese. We're definitely trying for it. We'll see how we go. I'm going to see how I feel at 8,100. We'll see if I keep on going or not. I don't know if we'll wrap the stream up there, but we will see. That's the goal of the stream at least. 8,100 and adding an extra one for Cat as well. Can't wait for the new Wallace and Gromit. Yes, that's going to be so good. I loved Wallace and Gromit growing up. If you have a second Switch, you can do a minor exploit and never run out of Herba. I actually don't have a second Switch though, so I can't, but hey, that's good to know. Hydration check, time for another monster. No, Jazza! No! The caffeine is back. Good to see you, by the way. Should I shiny hunt in Sword or replay Brilliant Diamond? Are you feeling like shiny hunting? It's up to you. What are you feeling more in the mood for? Golduck with the ability Damp will prevent them from using explosive moves like Explosion or Self-Destruct. Very good tip. Very good tip. I would recommend. Cerebi for the win every time. I agree, Gamer Guy. Cerebi is probably my most used website for that kind of stuff. I find that they've always been very reliable, so I recommend it. What's my most painful shiny fail? Oh, goodness. There's been a couple. They always do suck, to be totally honest with you. My first was actually a shiny that wasn't my target. I was actually hunting Ditto in the Lake of Outrage area near where the evolution spawn, and I accidentally encountered a Garbodor that was shiny. I didn't mean to hunt for that. I was going for the Ditto, and then it used Explosion, which sucked a lot because I wasn't prepared for that because I wasn't going for that target. Luckily, in less than 100 checks, I actually accidentally reclaimed it again. Still wasn't going for the reclaim. I was like, you know what, I'll reclaim it at some point, but accidentally ran into another one and it was shiny, which was insane. And I managed to catch that one, which was really, really cool. I remember my first fail was for a target was actually... It was Petalil in Legends Arceus because I ran into an outbreak and I didn't realize it was skittish and it would despawn and run away if it saw me and got scared, and I didn't save because I didn't know at that point. This was like, I think the first or second day after playing this game, and I didn't know you could save and it would save the shiny in place, so I had to reclaim that and that took a while. Gigalith was also a pretty painful one because like the recording messed up. Not just that, but I knew that it had Explosion, but I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I was like, obviously it has Explosion, but my brain just didn't register it, and I failed it just out of purely like having a brain fog moment, and that sucked as well. So those are some of my more painful fails, to be honest. It is, Larry, it is. Damp is great. Damp is probably one of the most top-rated abilities as a shiny hunter, to be honest. Geobat, Herba Mystica are not tradable. Got 400 of each of them from all the raids. Dang! I have been raiding like crazy to try and get Herba Mystica like these past couple days because I've been working on something else I want to do. And it has just taken me so long to get it. I don't know what's going on. Don't worry, I haven't had one since last stream. I had lots of water like everyone said to. By the way, how are you? Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you've been drinking your water. That is good. And I'm doing not too bad, thank you. How are you? Both, that's why I asked you. Okay, I got you. Aw, that's good. I think in that case, shiny hunt and sword, why not? Do a little shiny hunt, and then if it doesn't go well, you can always switch up and start playing the game. Playing through Brilliant Diamond. That's what I'll say, but go with your gut. Kronos, that word. Pretty sure all of us have failed at least one shiny in Scarlet and Violet without knowing it. I wish they would have fixed the spawning in the walls. Spawning in the walls does suck. You know what I think I would have really liked to have seen? And probably my like one actual gameplay thing that I feel like kind of hurts. I really like that they had the shiny sound in Legends Arceus. I wish that they would have kept that in Scarlet and Violet, to be honest. Because I like to not see what shiny Pokemon for a new gen look like until like a little bit into the game. So I was kind of a little bit stressed that I was like, oh, since we don't have the shiny sound back, if one of these shinies is very subtle, or I see one Pokemon and I don't know that that's like the original coloring or whatever, I might fail it. So I would have liked if they would have kept that, but you know, it doesn't always work out like that. So that's okay. But I hope maybe they'll bring that back in a future game. At least in overworld spawns, I will say. Hydration check, courtesy of Kronos. Thank you very much for the reminder. How can I level up my Pokemon in Sword and Shield? If you do the raid duns, you can tend to get a lot of rare candies and XP candies. So that's probably your best bet, to be honest. I hope they bring back chain fishing. That would be awesome. I would love that. I failed a shiny Regigigas. It struggled to death because I didn't have a Master Ball. No worries there. I reclaimed it in a month later. That's good. I'm so glad you're able to reclaim it. Well done. But oh my gosh, I don't even want to say it while I'm hunting this thing, but I am terrified for the day that I do fail a legendary or mythical. I'm very scared. I'm scared of it. And touch wood, this doesn't happen during this hunt, you know? I fear for it, whether it's because of human error or whether it's because of like, you know, your actual like system not working. Either way, it is a terrifying thought. Vince, think I'm gonna go take a nap to see if I can get my headache to go away. Loved being able to check out the stream. Of course, Mark, I hope you feel better soon after your nap and that the headache goes away. It's always the worst, but thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you very much for being here. I won't like those peaches that are made out of stones. I like bananas because they have no bones. Yeah, let's hope we don't have any fails for this one. That's like the worst thing that could happen at this point, honestly. I think the worst thing would be is if my actual Switch stopped working and it failed that way. That would probably break my heart. You know, at that point, I would think maybe we should put this thing on hold. I don't know. I say that, but then I probably just take a break for the day and then come back to it later. But the idea of that at this point is a little bit sad. I'm going to be honest. Imagine if the game crashed after catching the Uxie. Yeah, that would be rough. Before I could save, that would be horrible. I know that after I securely catch on this thing, I will be spamming the save button. Welcome back, Cat. That would be bad. You picked up a Master Ball, right? Not yet, but I know that Angel Lover is doing a trade, has a trade for me to do. But I know that they're at work at the moment. So I believe that we'll be doing a trade and I will be getting a Master Ball from that. But I'm okay up until then. I just want to warn you, if you're going to do the camo grind in Black Ops 6 Zombies, get opal camels while working on gold camos because I didn't and now it's taken forever. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Oh. Sometimes I can, and sometimes I'm not bothered to do certain camo grinds. Like I know with Black Ops 2, I was very much so bothered. I was like, I want to get all of the camos that I can. I definitely didn't for every weapon. At least I definitely didn't in multiplayer, that's for sure. But still, you know, I would cry. I would too. I would probably just start sobbing on the ground. Smogon has a Swampert Rain Sweeper set, Earthquake, Waterfall, Ice Punch, Stealth Rock with Damp and Jolly. Ooh, plus speed and adamant plus attack. Dang. That's like the perfect Swampert build. That sounds great. I love it. Well, good thing I'm already in the bunker. That's right. You're in the bunker because, you know, no chaos will ensue. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I'd like to think that we're not at a risk of failing this thing. I'd like to think that we'll get it. We'll get it. And we'll secure it. I'm being positive about this because, listen, we have to be. If we don't laugh, we cry. Isn't that what they say? That's the expression? I think that's the expression. Let's hope it's the expression. Oh my gosh. Was streaming something you always wanted to do, or did it randomly happen because it works well with your hobbies? A lot of people don't even try because of how inconsistent it is. That's a good question. I know I always wanted to make videos and have a YouTube channel. I will be honest, a long time ago actually, I did try to stream. Not on this channel, not on YouTube, but I wanted to stream a long time ago and I just didn't have the time to put into it. I didn't have the time to put into it. I was really busy with my job at the time. It was like a retail job, but it was like casual. I was constantly getting called in all the time and I was just like, I don't have the energy all the time to put into it. And honestly, I was still kind of scared to put myself out there. So it's something I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. Ever since I started watching, like, honestly, Yogscast, I always knew that I wanted to do something in this kind of thing. And I think that naturally I was curious about trying streaming again after like over a year. I think it was about over a year, or was it just under a year? It would have been about a year or so of doing videos and stuff. I had a lot of people saying that they did want me to do a live stream shiny hunting, and I was really scared. And I was like, you know what? I kind of should just give it a go. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, I won't continue doing it. But I did it, and it actually was really, really fun. And then I would go through periods of time where I'd actually end up streaming more than I would be doing videos and stuff like that. And so I think for me, what I like about it is I can have certain targets that I can kind of break down into like, okay, this gets to be my social shiny hunt. Like I get to talk to people, I get to have that conversation, and it keeps me going. And I like to do that a lot with like legendary or mythical targets because I find that they tend to be longer hunts. So having that company is really nice for that kind of thing. But I do enjoy it. Chaos, that's it. 8,183. You think that's when it'll sparkle? I don't know. Would you enjoy a jolly faster one or adamant stronger one? 1 more hour and then I'm back off the clock. No, you're all good. I would say maybe jolly. I do like my speedy Pokemon. I need your opinion on something. Me and my GF have debated for ages on whether or not a bunker is a good idea. I think it's a good idea to have one. She thinks it's dumb. I mean, listen, if you can have a bunker, for sure. But if you're saying you're going to go dig up a hole in the backyard without any plans, I could see why that would be a little bit temperamental. I could see that perspective. Although, if you could deck out a cozy little bunker, that would be kind of cool. You could make it like Fallout themed or something. Just got a shiny Cubchoo in a horde and why? Let's go, Shiny Hunter. That's awesome. Well done. I work retail and for some reason it makes me feel like I'm not as good as other people because of my job. It also drains me to the point I can't do anything after work. People can drain you a lot. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, Kat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for For a long time, that was what I was doing as well. I was in retail and I felt the same way. I don't think there's any shame in it. Honestly, like there isn't any shame in it at all. There's nothing wrong with doing retail. I think the fact that you're out there working and doing that and like making a living for yourself and putting yourself out there, you should be proud of yourself for that. That's huge. But I will agree with you. I found retail to be extremely draining. Some people thrive in it. You know, I think that I put on a pretty good face, but I remember coming home every day after work for years and being like, I don't want to do this forever. It wasn't for me. I did it and I could do it. And if I had to go back to doing it, I would, but I would not be happy about it because I think now I would just prefer something that's a little more behind the scenes, a little less interactive with people because you kind of have to become a chameleon when you're in retail, you know? Good morning from Texas, Butters. My last undergrad presentation is in an hour and a half. It's time to lock in and throw down. You got this, Richard. I believe in you. Hello. You got this. Sending you the best of luck. Oh, that's so exciting. You got this in the bag, Richard. Good job. Day 2 of being sick while watching the stream. Oh, Tanushi, I hope you feel better soon. It's good to see you. I enjoy hunting while watching the streams. I'm glad. I used to do that a lot back in the day. Before I had a channel, I used to love watching Shiny Hunters stream and I would Shiny Hunt alongside them and it would be so exciting when they get the sparkles. I don't know. It was special. We've also been bickering for months on whether Jack the Ripper and H.H. Holmes are the same person. I say they are and she's adamant they aren't. I would need more context for that one. That one's kind of hard for me to say. That's kind of hard for me to say. Oh, I don't know. I'm split on that one myself. I've worked in retail too. Some days are great and others not so much. Yeah, like you would have some interactions that were genuinely super wholesome and lovely. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like I don't mind doing this. And then I would have other interactions and usually it'd be like a full day of it. It'd always be the days when you really don't want to deal with that stuff that it would happen. And you're just like, what am I doing? What are people? What is going on? Like oh gosh, yeah, I don't miss those days, to be honest. Give us the sparkles. I know, that's what I'm saying. People expect you to laugh at every joke or show interest in their entire life story. And sometimes it is fun, but most times I'm already overworked and people think I'm their best friend or therapist. Oh my gosh, the therapist thing is so true. The therapist thing is so true. I think what happens is sometimes you will go to work on days when you really don't even want to be there, but you have to be there because you need to make money and you're struggling enough as it is. And then it's like always those days when you've had not much sleep, when everything's going wrong. It's always those days that you get the people that just make it difficult, you know? Like, and don't get me wrong, I've met some really sweet people working in retail. Like there was this old lady who would come in and visit me. She would see me every single week. She would come to see me, just me. She'd ask if I wasn't there. She'd be like, where is she? Where's Buttercup today? You know, and she'd come in, she'd be like, oh, you know when she's coming back? And she was really lovely, but she'd come in and visit me because she was lonely because she lost her husband. And she would see me like every day for like 2 years, like not every day, every week for like 2 years. And she was a sweetheart. And she was just, I loved getting to talk to her. And I would always try to set aside a little bit of time just to converse with her, you know, because I could tell she was lonely and she was so sweet. And I remember she was moving and that's why she stopped coming. But I remember she gave me like a basket and like, oh, and then there was another lady and she gave me a Christmas card and chocolates. And she said, you've always made me feel really cared for. And she gave me a Christmas card and I cried because I was like, someone appreciates the work that I do. So that was really sweet. But then you get days where people just, they are mean and for no good reason. So I get that. SpongeBob is Jack the Ripper? No, you don't think it, do you? People are why I had to leave practice. Yeah, I find that for me, I'm good at the actual work, but I find people are the hard part. People are the hard part of a lot of jobs. As someone who's worked in retail and office work, I'd take a million office jobs over a single day of retail. It's just awful. I'm in the same boat, Louis. I agree with you. I don't jive with retail. I can do it if I need to. If it's my only option, then I will do it, but I do not enjoy it. My symptoms are bad to where my throat hurts. It's like I have knife stabbing inside and it just hurts to even speak. Oh, that's not good. Do you have any honey or anything or any like eucalyptus lollies or something you can have to help with your throat? Anyway, I came to say hi. I hope you get the shiny. Thank you, Tanushi. I appreciate that. And I hope you feel better soon. So he's hi. I'm at work, so can't stay. No, you're all good. No worries at all. You take care, all right? Head pats. Thank you, Kronos. I love the night shifts. 11:30 to 7:30 because you're mostly alone. But when people do come, it's always a fun convo and you get to chill. I'd also talk to other night workers nearby and it was quite nice. Yeah, I found that I do like the vibe of night work a lot more, to be totally honest with you. Me personally, at least, because like you said, it's a slower crowd, which actually, like, a lot of the time gives you enough time to interact with people, like, more decently, you know? But when you're in the middle of the day and it's busy and it's fast, you're rushing, you've got to remember a million different things. Like, it can be crazy. Check the Rizzler. Had to treat retail workers nice. They deal with enough already and they don't need your crud. You know what? I feel that. I do feel that. And I think, yeah, I think that I definitely got that perspective working in retail myself. It's like, listen, I'm probably, I'd like to think that I try to be relatively easy for the most part. Like, a lot of the time I will not complain. Like, if something's off, I'm like, you know what, if I can live with it, I can live with it, you know, and I try to just, you know, move on, you know. And like a lot of the time, you know, they're just doing their best as well. Everyone's doing their best. We all are, aren't we, really? But I think working in that, when you've worked in that environment, you're definitely like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You just, you're doing great, you know? There's a nasty viral infection going around. I'm starting to feel better from it. Oh, that's good that you're starting to feel better. I was saying this. I think there must be something going around everywhere because I feel like everyone is getting sick at the moment. I don't know. I have dodged it so far. Touch wood, that doesn't change, but I don't want to get sick. Should I evolve my shiny Dewblade? Go for it. Do it. Why not? Why not? That's what I say. Did you say you got 2? Or was it just the 1? I couldn't remember if you said you got 2 or not. If you got 2, I'd say definitely evolve one. Because why not have one of every shiny? But if you've got 1, it's up to you. I'm always so conflicted with that with certain shiny Pokemon, whether or not I should just try and hunt the evolution or if I should just try and catch another one of the first stage. I think if I can hunt the final stage, I will try to do that rather than catching it and then evolving, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. I never try to be mean to customer service workers, especially over the phone. And no one wants to work jobs like this, but people have to. And I would save time by not arguing. If it's not important, I'm okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I really do feel that. I really do feel that. I think it takes more energy to argue with people anyway, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't think anything's ever really been that big of a deal, at least for me personally, that I've had to get that worked up about things. Like, surely I've had things that have been annoying or frustrating, but never enough for me to be like actually willing to yell at someone else over. I don't know. One of the worst days was when I was closing and spilled out 30 liters of oil paint at the store entrance. All of it was, of course, inside. Wasn't home after 2 hours after we closed the store. Oh, Zia, that's so sad. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. That is the worst. I remember the thing that I used to be frustrated with was doing close after a full day, because we have certain days that we would be open for really, really long, like from like 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m. So like it'd be a full 12 hours and I would do close on that day. So I would be the one to check the till. And the worst is when something would be off on the till and it happened like at a point in the day when you weren't even on, and you have to go through and check everyone's sales. And there was one time that there was such a big mess up because multiple sales were off in a day. And I remember I didn't get home till like 11 that night because you couldn't leave till you'd figured out what went wrong, because you couldn't just have the till be down. Like it wouldn't like let you like do the thing until it was fixed, and you couldn't just fake money being there that wasn't there. So that was I hated when that would happen. I really, really did. I only got 1 and 2 hours. Oh, it was 1 and 2 hours. Okay, that's where I got the 2 number from then. Okay, that's where I was getting it switched. It's up to you if you want to evolve it or not. I think both shinies look good. I officially have antibiotics. Yay. Oh, that's good, Umbreon. Hopefully that means you'll be feeling better and fixed up soon. I used to work with closers who would always leave everything to me. I'd find them outside the store for hours just talking or sitting in a nearby cafe. I left that job since. I would as well. I really don't like that because I think it's one of the things that that job that I talk about that I was in for a long time, we were a really small team. It was like 4 of us. It was 4 of us in that store. So, you know, 4 people only available to work. Usually you have at least 2 people on. So if someone's sick, then it's only out of those 2 people. And then if one of those people are gone, then it would get really tricky, because it wasn't like one of those things. Like when we were busy, it would have been good to have had more people working. But when it was slow, you couldn't justify having more workers. But it would be crazy sometimes. It would be crazy. I know after I left, eventually they ended up moving out of that location somewhere else and expanding. So I don't know if they got many more workers, but I know that they did hire a few more people. But yeah, I was, you know, I'm thankful for what I learned through that job, but it was not my favorite. It's not my favorite. You know, it would be cool. Textured shinies in addition to just a recolor. Like, for example, a diamond textured Geodude. Ooh, you know what? I don't know if you're going to say it or not, but Crystal Onyx with that would be super cool. And then having like almost like a prismatic different surfaces. Like, that would be really cool. I don't know. Only obtainable in a certain area or in a cave or something, or molten lava. Yeah, that would be awesome. I've like I said, I've definitely brought this up before, but I don't think Pokemon would do it. But I think the concept of having like multiple shinies is a really fun idea, because I think of like some Pokemon that kind of do have that in a way, like, you know, the purple Kecleon from Mystery Dungeon. And then we have the other shiny. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just have the chance at like getting one of the other form? And then like I think back to like our old sprites, like, you know, the purple Charizard. Imagine if there was 2 different types of Charizard shinies you could get. You know, I mean, it's a fun concept, I think. I don't think they would actually do it, but I do like the idea of having multiple different shinies. Like, imagine Smeagol, but the shiny, you know, the paint on it isn't always red. It could be pink, it could be yellow, it could be purple, it could be anything. Like, that's a fun idea. It'd probably be hard to incorporate so many different variants with so many different Pokemon on top of already the models. So I don't think they'd do it, but I do think the idea of it and the concept of it would be fun. Exactly, the Crystal Onyx is what prompted the thought process. I like that. I like that. I wish Dialga will show up under odds because it's mid-game and I can't continue until I get it. Yeah, well, that was me with the Palkia. I feel that pain. I love to start on a Zelf, but Dialga is just like Uxie for... Yeah, some of them are so difficult, I swear. Nana says, oh, I'm over 10,000 encounters and no shiny. Oh, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. I hope you get the shiny soon. Like I said, whenever you start to get into the 5 digits, that's when I feel like, yep, we're going through it right now, you know? We're definitely going through it. An event like DLC to catch anime exclusive Pokemon, like the Spike-eared Pikachu, Pichu, or anime only items like the Stone Ball. Yes, I love that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff, like special forms. It's just so cool. I don't know. I appreciate that kind of thing. Even if it is like an exclusive event, I think having rare things like that, having different things for each region as well would be really, really fun. I don't know. As someone who really likes customization, that's like large in part why I actually really do enjoy shiny hunting, is the fact that you kind of have another option for your team, having a different color, mixing and matching. I think that's really, really fun, but I don't know. All right, guys, we are at 8,100, which means I think it is time for our 8,101st check, which I think will be our final check of the stream, you guys. I'm going to reach triple over odds soon. Oh, I hope that's not the case. And thank you, Bartoldo. I appreciate that. Am I going to get La Vesta or another Magma? I hope you get La Vesta. Multiple shinies could be fun textures or colors. Could be a little rarer than normal, like square sparkles sometimes in Sword and Shield if regular shinies are becoming too common for some people. I think that would be really cool. That's it. I thought you said Smeagol and not Smeagol. Oh, I love the Lord of the Rings. So that's maybe why I was there first. That's it. I finally won. Curtis just flew because the war never ends, but it's okay. We can chill today. We can chill today. All right, you guys, if you're ready, you know what that means for the final check of the stream. I did OCAT this final check from last stream. I did say earlier in yesterday's stream that I would do the +1 this stream. So I've got to honor it. But if you guys are ready, let's get the drum rolls going. Hi, Snowy Town. You made it in time for our final check. If you're ready. Thank you, Nexus, so much for gifting the membership. Oh my gosh. And to Steven. The timing is perfect. I hope the drum rolls don't get too loud. But welcome, Steven, to the membership. You get access to all the cool emotes, the members-only Discord channel, should you want to access it. And you get a cute bow next to your name. Thank you so much, Nexus. I really appreciate that. And if you guys are ready, let's do the check. In 3, 2, 1. Are we gonna be able to do it? Please, please imagine no. Oh, that's so sad. I was really hoping it was gonna sparkle. 8,101. Oh my goodness. Oh, beautiful man is Steven and Kronos with the 5. Oh, thank you, Kronos. I appreciate that. +4 lol JK. Are we actually doing JK? Are you sure, Kronos? It's up to you. I can do the 4 if you want. You did donate, so I will honor that if you want. It is up to you. Oh, thank you so much, Curtis, for the 5. I really do appreciate that. Uxie's a hater. It is. Oh my gosh, remains in the bunker. Oh dear, yeah. It's been very temperamental. Bye, Builder. Thank you for hanging out. You take care. This one's really stubborn. I hope this is by far your most difficult of the lake cheer. I hope so too, Mass. I had a feeling it would be, but I guess we don't know till I hunt the other 2, but anything could happen. You're almost double over odds. Very sad. I know. It's being quite temperamental, if I'm being honest. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get it next stream. I don't know. We'll just have to see with this thing, honestly. Oh, Sensei, Nexus is the best. Appreciate that. Beautiful manner, Stephen. Yes, W's for Nexus. Nah, I just had I did that just to have Cat. Okay, as long as you're alright with that, Kronos. Oops, just got it. Oh, Colin, that's so sad. We just wrapped up the stream. No shinies today, but it's good to get to see you. You'll definitely get it next stream. Anyway, bye, Buttercup. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day as well. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you get it next time. He's stubborn. He is Zia. I hope so as well. Fingers crossed. Maybe next stream I'll do a little bit of a longer one when we go for this thing, but for now we've officially crossed 8,000, which feels really, really good to say. Aw, Croto scared me. Oh, Cat, it's all good. Thank you again for all the support this stream, by the way, Cat. I really do appreciate that. And thank you, Nexus, as well, for your support. I really do appreciate it. Might as well make it 8105. I was contemplating it, but I was like, you know what, we're gonna honor Cat and we're gonna do the 8101 like I said I would yesterday, so we'll leave it there. Thanks for the stream, and sad that the golden fetus is eluding you. I hope it shines soon, and good to see that you can take care of yourself. Rest well. Thank you, Angel Lover. I appreciate that very much. And yes, I will be going and I will be doing some editing and then getting some much needed rest, so thank you for hanging out. Meant to say, hey, no, you're all good. Oh, bye, bud. I can't wait for the next stream. Get some rest. Thank you, Cat. I will, and I look forward to seeing you in a future stream soon. It should be good. Just got home and saw the last check. You'll get it next stream. Let's hope so, Oxford. I hope. Hope it shows up soon. Hopefully I'll catch the next one. Farewell. Goodbye, Mass. Yes, hopefully. I feel like we're going to be getting close to it now, right? Have a lovely day, Butters and Nexus. Oh, thank you, Stephen. You too. I hope you'll be able to get the shiny next time. Thank you for the stream. I'm happy to be able to come hang out when I can. Congrats on reaching AK, and I hope you'll have an amazing day. Thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that so much. And same to you. You take care and have a good one. Don, you already done already? I was lurking and just came back from patrol. Hopefully get the shiny soon. Thank you, Don. Yeah, wrapping it up early this time, but I hope you take care. It was lovely to get to hear from you, and I hope you have a good rest of your shift. Fingers crossed. But have a great night, Butter. We will get the sparkles next time. I hope so. Thank you for the head pats. Fingers crossed. Thanks for hanging out, Kronos. Oh, brownies, we just wrapped up. No shiny today, but hopefully soon. Of course, Nexus. All right, guys, you're all amazing. Take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.